Did you have anything the Emerald Enclave needed done before I go?
You are doing well, Scamp. I have agents all over the surface, but where I need them most now is Undermountain. Purge the destructive force of the Willow Wood, and return things back to their natural order. And use the charm I gave you to save your bear. You'll need it. Ask not how I know this, but know it must be done.
Thank you, Jareth. And I'll bow, and then I'll go and over to the shrine, and I'll place the staff of flowers down on it. I'll squeeze in somewhere, and offer a prayer to Maliki, asking for guidance and the protection of my companions.
Make a religion check, Scamp.
That is not one of my strong suits, but I will do that.
She doesn't answer your prayer directly, but Eleanor sort of nods. Don't worry. Your prayers were heard.
And I'll leave the staff of flowers there as tribute.
Eleanor just looks at it. Sweet. I mean, thank you for your blessing.
It's pretty sweet. I've used it to decorate my room a little bit. It's okay.
Maliki thanks you.
Melanor, before we go,
Yes?
the rat.
My elven brother?
I'm not an elf. The rat. What's up with the rat?
What's up with you? It says to you.
Ah, you. Were you one of the ones that were in our bar?
What? I've been in your bar, yes.
He's not a were-rat, Roland. He's not one of those rats. He's okay.
You watch yourself. I'll walk away.
Hold me back, Eleanor! Hold me back! Hold me back!
Whoa there, buddy. Whoa.
You'll have to excuse him. We recently had a were-rat infestation in our bar.
Tries to bite you, Roland, but misses. Eleanor just picks him up by the tail and puts him over in the woods. Alright, with that, you guys head out. And for reporting to the Emerald Enclave, you get 250 experience points. And your blessing is restored back to 6 charges, Scamp. Your charm, restoration.
Cool.
Alright, you guys head back out onto the streets of Waterdeep, and the sun is well and truly up now. Some bright light starts to shine down upon you all, and you can tell that Null is very uncomfortable. He actually sort of shuns the light and keeps his head down, and you can see it just burning his eyeballs. We must go quick. I can feel the curse. Yes.
Do you need a hat? A large one?
You do not understand. It's not the light that hurts me. It is being on the surface. The Spider Queen. He has placed a curse on my kind. I feel weakened.
I could make you into an animal if that would help.
This is okay, let's go quickly. Come. And you guys quickly make your way, and you just take the same entrance that that you guys usually take to get to the lair.
Like usually take. I like that. Been there enough times where we have a usual way.
Yep. All right.
Is this with all the eyes?
Yep. Before you know it, you're back down in the lair, and as you guys step forward, Null sort of comes out first. He gets you guys to wait back about 50 feet, and he throws up a globe of darkness. On himself, so you guys are shrouded in darkness. We cannot let Xanathar know that we are here just now. Move with me, stay in the darkness. Alright, he heads with you all straight to the west. And he pushes on the wall. You guys can't see anything, you just sort of hear him push on the wall and the very slow sound of grinding stone. As there's a secret entrance. Quick, get in. Niall ushers you all in. And when you're in, he drops the darkness and quickly turns around. You notice one stone eyeball just on the wall here. It's like a round button. Pushes it, and the stone door closes again. Guys had no idea there was a secret door there. You come to a 20 foot wide hallway. It's all illuminated quite brightly, and you can see lifelike humanoid statues here. There is one of an orc, one of a bugbear, and you can hear the sound of a rustling bell, and Null just sort of slaps his hand on his forehead. Oh no. Brace yourselves! You can hear the sound of a jingling bell. It gets louder and louder, and suddenly, cartwheeling around the corner is a garishly dressed Snurf Neblin gnome, a deep gnome. And he's dressed like a jester. Got a jester's hat. He carries a scepter that also ends in a jester's hat. He's got curled boots that have little bells on the end of them as well. And he only stands about 3.5 feet tall, and he sort of cartwheels into the room, zigzagging around. He chuckles. Hi! I'm Flutterfoot! Hello, Noel! Oh, you've brung some guests! I like guests! Now's not the time, Flutterfoot. I am giving our guests a tour. Oh! Oh, don't worry, I can do that! And there is a rope dangling down against the northern wall here. No! As Flutterfoot goes for the rope, Gnarl tries to sort of stop him, but it's too late. Flutterfoot jumps onto the rope, and it supports his whole weight, and he bounces up and down, hanging onto the rope, and this bell rings. I guess you better be going to Xanathar then. I'll give them the tour. That is the bell. To say that I have summoned Xanathar for an audience. I must go now. Remember the plan. Find Thorvin. His office lies at the end of this hallway. Good luck. And Null is separated from you guys almost immediately upon entering. Flutterfoot cartwheels around, his bells jingling. That was fun! Hey, do you like riddles?
Or the things
Not
of
especially,
nightmares.
no.
Great! I'll make you a deal. If you get my riddle right, I'll guide you around the lair. You only get one answer, and if you get it wrong... Alright then, listen up carefully.
You never
Only
told us
one
what happens
answer.
if we get it wrong.
I told you!
Alright.
I don't speak giggles.
He keeps laughing at us.
Is that your answer?
No.
Alright, listen up. I come with a smile. In slaughter I rest. I can be contagious, but my medicine is best. What am I?
I know this one.
Is that your answer?
Yeah. Laughter.
Oh! He claps his hand and starts cartwheeling around. You got it right! You got it right! Alright then. I'm at your service. Where do you want to go? I'll guide you around.
Dwarven Twinbeards.
Oh! Of course, I'll take you there right now. Follow me. And he just cartwheels down the hallway. Watch out for the statues. They're the ones that annoy Xanathar. But he loves my jokes.
I'm sure he does.
Like, does some cartwheels around some of the statues. And as you make your way up into this area, you can hear some chanting. And there's a bit of a purplish hue coming from some light down this hallway. There's also doors off to the west, closed doors. And as you pass by this room, Flutterfoot just keeps on cartwheeling. You notice 5 bald-headed shield dwarves. Their heads are covered with purple eye tattoos, and they're sitting around the edge of a glowing purple circle on the floor. Their eyes are scrunched shut. And you can also see another one of these bells, a large flaring bronze bell. Similar shape to the mouth of a tuba. They're the ones that make the eyeballs.
I was gonna ask if I could make an Arcana check. Try and figure out how that works, just at a glance, or if that...
That's alright, he just told you anyway.
Alright, fair enough.
Come on then, don't worry about them, they just make the eyeballs that see stuffs. Hey, where are you, Nox?
My computer is like wigging out, so I had to like reload. I'm playing blind, basically, but I'm there. I'm listening, I know what's going on.
I'll move you along. Alright, you continue down this hallway, 20-foot wide stone hallway, and there is hallways also branching off west and east, including a set of stairs leading down. Flutterfoot, he cartwheels all the way to the end, and he gives you guys a graceful bow. Oh, here we are, we've arrived at Thorvin. Well, that concludes the tour. Don't forget that I work on tips.
Sure, and I'll tip him a gold piece.
He holds out his jester hat. Thank you very much, thank you very much. Now it's time for me to tell some more jokes to Xanathar. And then he just cartwheels down into Xanathar's audience chamber.
Ask him what is Xanathar's favorite joke.
What a strange little man. Alright,
Do you want to hear his joke?
No, I want to ask
What? He quickly cartwheels back around the corner.
I said, what's Xanathar's favorite joke?
A man walks into a bar, and he sits down, and he orders a pint of fairy mead. He takes a drink, and poof! His arm disappears. Another patron sitting next to him looks at him shocked with wide eyes. But the man, he shrugs it off, and he takes another drink. Poof! one of his legs disappears. Again, the other patron looks surprised. But the drinker, he doesn't care. He takes another drink, and both of his legs disappear. He takes another, and both of his arms are now gone. He takes another sip, and everything disappears apart from his head. And he looks over at the other man and says, well, I've come this far. I'm not going to give up now. And he takes another sip and disappears completely. And the man who's left turns to the barman and says, well, he should have quit while he was ahead. And then he cartwheels off.
Ha.
Roland just and knocks on the door.
How do you continue drinking with no hands?
It's not meant to make sense. Do not overthink it.
Ask Drew.
As Nox is pinching his like the brow, like the his bridge of his nose, like, oh my god, my head hurts.
There's me.
Alright, you knock on the door and you hear this gruff voice. What do y'all want? I'm busy.
We're a group of individuals that have come here with Nals Abrandus, and he says that you have some information for us that we might be able to put to use.
Oh. Quick. Get in fast then. And these doors, very, very quickly, they just like mechanically slam open.
It's interesting.
You
Some
see a
sort of
workshop.
mechanism.
Yep. Chief engineer, quick, get in. You guys all head in, and you notice a stark white albino gazer hovering in the corner. And as you guys enter, one of his eye stalks hits a lever on the western wall, and you hear some cranking gears, and then the door slams shut again. Stepping into this room, you notice there are tools covering a stone table, and there are other tools hanging on the walls, all sorts of things. Mason's tools, smith tools, tinkerer's tools. There are large vats, and there is just a mattress on the ground, a barrel in the corner, and you notice also a hole in the ground, like a mechanic's workshop to get underneath large constructs. And there is this red-headed dwarf with tiny little fog spectacles, a long orange beard. He's got a massive spanner in his hand and a tool belt around his waist. Right. Niall's been telling me about this plan. I didn't really think it's going to happen. Hey, I know who you all are. Aye. You've been down in Skullport, haven't you?
Once or twice.
I've seen you prowling around there. Thorvin Twinbeard, nice to meet you. And he holds up a greasy hand to shake your hand.
Roland Commodore. I'll shake it.
Gives you a firm handshake. Don't worry about the gazer. Old Xanathar there, he actually dreamt it up into existence to try and spy on me, but turns out he's actually pretty friendly. And I ended up befriending him, turning him into my familiar.
Ah, I didn't know that you could just do that. That's interesting.
That is a handy little trick.
Ah, yes. And whatever you do, do not step into that hole. Otherwise you'll be ground up into dust.
Ah. Good to know.
You see, that's my pulverizer that I've been working on. All them stone statues. Well, Xanathar asked me to clean up a bit and try and figure out a way to crush them. And then Roland, he sort of, as he shakes your hand, he's still like shaking your hand for like a good 15 seconds. He, you notice Harper Pin attached to his wrist, sort of hidden under the
Ah.
cuff.
Hello there, brother. And I'll kind of like flop open my lapel to show the Harper pen that I have hidden there.
Alright, he sort of looks at you. Don't go flashing that around. He may be my familiar, but you never know who to trust around here. He sort of looks over at the gazer.
My back is to him. It's okay.
Alright. Well, so you want to know all the weak points?
That is correct.
Alright. There are 7 of them. I helped design this lair. Every stone, every hallway, every secret passage. I helped carve it out. And with that, I know where all the weaknesses are. I'm going to explain them to you all. I don't have a map or nothing because my maps they're up here. He points to his head. You're going to have to listen very carefully.
Brew tries to inspect his head to see where the map is that he's talking about.
No, Brew. He just never mind.
You see lots of wrinkles on his head, and it sort of looks like the layout of the lair to you, Brew.
That's too funny.
What do you see, Brew? What do you see with your mind's eye?
So speaking of Brew's mind, he's got an intellect devourer nestled inside his head. Is that gonna maybe be a problem?
What are you saying? It's from Nyalor?
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about that. He's dead. How is he still alive?
We don't know.
I'm not questioning that part.
I'm not one to question the gods either.
We're pretty sure it's a miracle of some kind, but we're not sure.
Well, I've actually heard of a story once of a man who was so low on intellect that even an intellect devourer itself could not affect him. Perhaps there just wasn't enough brain matter in there.
Well, I was going to say, he's possibly the highest evolution of us all. He's evolved past the need.
Let me inspect that. And he comes over to inspect you, Brew, and he taps on your head, and it's like a hollow sound. Remarkable.
I call him Sleepy.
Well, you should be okay. If you haven't died yet, well, fingers crossed. Praise Moradin.
Well, or lately anyway.
Now, are you listening carefully? These are the weak points. The first one. Oh yeah, by the way, first you need to get the barrels. You take the second right out of this room, and you'll see a set of steps leading down. You go past the kitchen. Take a right. You got this? Take a right at the kitchen and recreation hall. Head on past Beppus's storeroom. At the very end, you'll see Niall's storeroom. There's a secret door behind his bookshelf. That is where the smoke powder is kept.
All right.
And then he whispers this all out of earshot of the gazer. Alright, once you get the smoke powder, you need to go to these locations. The first one is in the threshold of the secret door. The ones that you use to enter. Right?
All right.
Alright, the second one. It's in the blood pit, in the arena. There are these stone buttresses. You need to put them at the top of the stone buttresses. Got it? In the blood arena.
All right.
Right. The third one. This is gonna be an easy one. There are these pillars. I'm sure you've seen them. Right outside Xanathar's lair. Down the promenade. That hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Put some at the base of any of them pillars.
Alright.
Okay. The next one. This is an important one. You know where you killed Niall, or that area full of sludge and slime and all that?
Right.
There are these 2 support pillars there. You need to put one barrel in between the 2 columns. It has to be in between the 2 columns. I'll take them both down. Got it?
Yes.
Alright. The next one is in the kitchen. There's a bunch of kobold cooks there. Anywhere in the kitchen will be fine. Also, beyond the kitchen, there is a crypt. Anywhere in the crypt will do as well. Got it?
Yes.
Alright. The last one. That last one. It's, And he sort of slaps his head a couple of times. No, you're not gonna like this. It's in Xanathar's chamber, where he keeps his goldfish. Good luck.
You kind of buried the lead there. Yeah?
Anywhere in
the
that
actual
chamber, or
Against the back wall.
I
Has to be
mean, did he just say what I think he just said? Because I'm fairly certain he just said Xanathar's house, and I'm fairly certain that is going to be nigh impossible, at least undetected.
Well, we have to try, I suppose. First things first, we need to get these barrels.
Problems room.
Well, that one will definitely be our last stop.
I believe so as
Definitely.
well.
Alright then, well, good luck. And he turns to the gazer and nods. The gazer hits that lever and the door mechanically slams back open. Remember, after you light the first one, you've got an hour to evacuate.
Righto.
Does that mean we're gonna start lighting them as we put them there, or we're gonna wait all of them and then later on do it?
Well, I would say that we need to light them as we go. I don't think it will take us an hour to place all of them. If we even get that far. Who knows? Here are the stairs, right here.
Okay, you guys head out into the hallway and take a staircase down. As you head down, you can hear some loud music, some laughter boiling up from below. Wait, who's missing there? Dagger. One sec, I missed you there. Are you there, Dagger?
I'm here.
I just gotta grab your token. You almost got left behind. Okay, so as you hear this laughter and whatnot, what do you guys do? You keep on heading down?
Well, I don't know any other way to get to Noel's office.
I mean, do we want to maybe try and sneak? I've got Pass Without a Trace, but it didn't work too well last time we were here.
We might be able to just bluff our way past. That could be possible.
Sorry, Thoradin, do you mind going on push to talk, please?
Sorry, yeah.
Thanks.
1 second.
Alright, So you guys, there's like definitely loud music now, and so much chatter. Again, the room is illuminated and it's decorated like a tavern. You see 10 Xanathar guild members sitting around some trestle tables. They're drinking some sort of ale, they're smoking pipes, they're clapping hands, they're stomping their feet, while some goblins wearing chamber pots on their heads are dancing around as well, jumping on tables. There's a lot of merriment here.
Just goblins dancing on the tables.
With chamber pots on their heads.
That's pretty good. So they're
Are the chamber pots full or empty?
Oh God.
They look empty at the moment because they're upside down on the goblins' heads.
Well, hopefully this means that they're very drunk. Let's see if we can't just bluff our way past. Yeah.
And you hear them sort of cheersing each other. Cheers! I can't believe we got that captain of the city watch. He fell right into our plan. What are we going to do with ourselves? And then one of them just sort of yells. That's right, today free ale, tomorrow golden glory. Cheers! And these goblins are just dancing around and they're slapping the goblins' heads. And when you guys enter down, one of them sort of drunkenly turns to you all and sort of squints. Who the bloody hell are you?
We're well, I guess you could call us new recruits, but we've actually been drafted by Xanathar, as it were. Congratulations on getting that guard captain. Very fine work.
Make a deception check, Roland.
Whoa.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Have you come to join the celebrations then, have you? You're a strange-looking lot. Where's your standard issue armor and swords?
Well, we have to work a little bit outside the norms for Xanathar occasionally. But we're actually on our way to Null's office at the moment. We were tasked to pick something up from there for him.
Oh. Alright. Roland, Scamp, and Dagger. You guys notice up above 3 kegs that are just nestled up in a bracket against the eastern wall. There is a ghostly eye monitoring this room. It's looking right at you guys.
The arcane eye.
And one of the Xanathar thugs notices you guys sort of peering up at it. Don't worry about that. It's just Xanathar making sure everything's okay.
All right. Well, no need to worry then.
All right. So you're looking for Null then?
Well, we were asked to go to his office.
I'm not sure if he's in yet at the moment, but if he is, it's down that way. And they point to that door.
Thank you very much.
Stop for an ale of worm whiz? Come on, laddie. We were just talking about the different ways we could try and torture the captain. Hey, my buddy here, he reckons just a gibbet. You see, I was thinking something a bit more creative. You see, I've heard of this method. You get a barrel of water, you poke a little hole in the bottom, and you lay them down under it till the water hits their forehead. It'll break any man within a number of hours. I've always been interested in trying it myself.
Oh, that is old news. You need to try first dousing a cloth with water, hanging them slightly at the downward angle, head first, and then if you hold it over their face and pour water on it, it simulates drowning. It works very well.
Interesting. And maybe we'll go and try that soon. Xanathar's got a good eye with these new recruits then. Get it? Good eye. I got it. One of them slaps the
Very
other
good,
on the
sir.
back.
Very good. I'll just kind of weave my way through.
One of the goblins like almost jumps into you, and there's a horrible smell coming from them.
Oh, good God. Oh. After we're out of earshot of I guess the Xanathar thugs, well, it seems that we have a captain of the watch to save as well. Damn it.
Alright, there's a
First things
lot of
first.
black smoke that starts to flood down this hallway, and the stench of burned meat and bread permeates the air as you move up. And you see this haggard halfling. He's frantically trying to cook a meal, but like his fry pan's on fire. There is like bread dough all over the ground. There is like smoke just billowing out of an oven. You see some sauce bubbling out of control. Spices just dusting the walls, and he's just struggling here. And he spots you all. Oh, finally! I haven't had a break in half a 10-day. Make sure you stir the sauce every 5 minutes. And then he like knocks an apron.
Nox holds it out like you know when you see like people be given something that they detest, and you're
We're
just, like,
not here to
holding it.
relieve you.
And he just does
Arms
not
length
listen
out.
to whatever answer you have, and he just sort of runs off quickly, like dives under Scamp's legs. Good luck. Oh, can you believe? And then you hear him. They're burning something in there. Oh, I tried to teach those new cooks, and then the door just slams shut behind him.
All right then.
All right.
Well,
Apparently we're going to burn the thing down with the...
No, I say we just leave this as is. This is how we found it. We saw no happening, and we are leaving. Where?
I assume this is a kitchen because it is full of kobolds.
As you look up to the north,
There is no
you
kobolds
see
yet.
about 7 kobolds wearing white poke hats, dashing between some tables, preparing meals, arranging them on platters, and a couple of gazers. They're just using their telekinesis to hoist up food platters, and one of them sort of, with a food platter levitating in front of him, just sort of moves away as kobolds are just meticulously trying to craft all these dishes. One of the kobolds starts yelling, "We need the sauce! We need the sauce! Is it ready?"
Yeah, sure,
yes,
sure,
you
here.
know the sauce is ready. Roland, run interference for a second.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna say, all right, hold on. Cast prestidigitation on it or something.
That's exactly what I was gonna do. I was like, run interference so he's not watching me.
Oh, it will be ready very shortly, sir.
I like find the nearest pot of something that looks sauce-like, and wave my hand over, casting prestidigitation, and it's going to taste like the best sauce ever, like a really good hollandaise.
Alright, this is like, it's like this weird green glowing simmering sauce. Is the intellect of ours you ready yet? Where is it?
Wait, here you go.
Alright, he quickly
Are you
dips
the
his finger
intellect
in
of
it.
our...
Very good, very good. Much better than halfling. Okay. And then he quickly goes over and pours it in a little pot, and another gazer with a platter is like waiting at the ready and quickly levitates away with the finished food. And then the kobolds are just like all wiping sweat off their brow.
I thought we weren't going to deal with the food.
Well, if we do it this way, then there will be less of a fuss, hopefully.
Espionage,
This is-
Dagger, espionage.
This is more of a, maintain our cover.
One of the
for as long as we
kobolds
can.
runs in. Wait, where's the meat? We forgot the meat. Oh no!
I look straight at him.
He's gonna turn us all to stone. Quick, get the meat!
I stare at him and just like, go,
Is
no,
there-
you have the meat. I was told you had the meat, not I.
Oh my god, you're not allowed to eat it! Did one of you eat the meat?
I'm gonna run up and give him my meat, in quotation, rations. Like, I have 4 of them left.
Oh god. Yes, this is good! And he doesn't even like cook it or anything, he just goes up and just slaps it on a platter. Like all bloody, and just the gazer comes back and then quickly hoppers off with the platter. And then the kobolds. They take a load off.
Okay.
I gave it to you to put into the trash. You literally put it on top of the trash can. You couldn't even put it in it.
Sorry, Tharden, keep going. Push the
Just
top,
Jordan.
please.
What?
Like one more.
Thanks, Tharden. Alright, as you guys move forward, you push open this door, and you see a very long hallway. And there's another one of these magic eyes watching you guys at the end of the hall. Those of you previously spotted it, spot it again now. One of these faintly glowing scrying sensors.
That's stairs. It wouldn't be downstairs. Well, up or upstairs.
There are some stairs leading up here. The sensor,
Yeah, they were supposed to be
turns its gaze to watch you guys as you walk through, and you come to an intersection here with doors leading north and south.
I'll check the door to the south.
It's unlocked. And looks like an office.
Pay dead.
A couple
Is
of...
this...
Oh yeah, go on.
There's... Was it like Beth's? Is the storeroom that we're supposed to go past first?
I think Bethus was the halfling.
Okay.
Possibly.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Something just happened. My headset. Alright, anyway. I thought it just cut out. Okay, so in this room, there are 2 open crates resting against the north wall. There's a stone desk in the southwest corner, and it's full of papers. There is a chair behind it carved with a spider motif. There is also a single bare bookshelf standing against the east wall, with a heap of scrolls arranged on top of it, but nothing in the actual bookshelf itself.
I believe that is our secret door. And then I'll see if I can't find like the mechanism to open it, or if it's just like easily rollable out of the way or something like that.
I'm gonna shut the door behind us.
Okay. Alright, Roland, make a perception check just at a cursory glance. Alright, given the fact that you're told about it, and then when you look, you just instantly notice that all of the scrolls on top of the bookshelf, they're fake. And in fact, the bookshelf itself is a door.
Oh. Hello there. And I'll open it up.
You see a small hallway that curves around to the north, just looking like an empty storage room. But you also notice a second secret door beyond that. When you push that one open, you see a room which is actually not lit, and it's choked with dust and cobwebs. And there are actually 20 kegs stacked up against the corners of the rooms, and each keg has a paper label written on which are the words "smoke powder, do not open, and do not drop." It's written in Common and Elvish.
Alright. We have
So
found our
I
smoke powder.
think I shouldn't hold these then.
Please, no fire in or near this room. It could be bad.
Oh yeah, if one of these were to explode now, you guys would be gone.
Oh yeah, we'd be dead. We'd be in a lot of pieces.
Alright, with smoke powder, Pavel, you can sort of just identify it straight away. It's actually magic. It's like a magic item. So it's a magical explosive chiefly used to propel a bullet out of the barrel of a firearm, stored in an airtight wooden keg or a tiny waterproof leather packet. A packet contains enough for 5 shots, and a keg holds enough for 500 shots. Smoke powder, if it's set on fire or dropped or handled roughly, it explodes. And one of these kegs does 96 fire damage. So imagine
Jesus.
20 of them exploding at once.
So they're all like 4th level. Fourth. Each keg is a 4th level.
Yes, pretty much. And you can use Dispel Magic to actually render it inert. So,
Hey Seb, can you move me to the group really quick? I'm still in the kitchen.
This is in my gun.
so from what Niall told you, that he said that there's only 7 kegs. Do you feel like he may have got confused or something? And you weren't actually told how many kegs to put in each location.
I do believe a fair number would be, 3?
Well, if it's 3, there's not enough for every.
Shrugging his shoulders.
It'd be one short.
Some of the areas have multiple things like pillars and buttresses. Maybe there is supposed to be like one on each. Although I am concerned, these are rather big. The kitchen was filled with kobolds and that room was filled with dwarves. How are we supposed to do this discreetly?
Don't we have any, what's it called? Bags of holding?
Would we be able to put these in our bags of holding?
You could put, each one. They're not that big. They're definitely not as big as, in contrast to the rat map.
Okay.
They only hold 5 pounds each.
Oh,
and they
okay.
each have a fuse.
We can put them all in one bag then, pretty much. Well, let's start loading up, and then we'll figure it out along the way, I suppose.
I'll give you this token here to represent kegs where you put them. But
okay,
20 of them, that's 100 pounds. So you can easily fit them in your bag of holding. They're only a small little barrel, you could almost hold them in one hand.
Is it possible for me, since there's a little abundance of more, to be able to take from just for personal use?
You have to ask the party that.
Well, let's see how many we might need to use.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm imagining them to look like the really big Heineken mock.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
One of those little kegs that you get for a children's birthday party. No, before.
Man, these kids' parties get out of control.
Yeah, one of those.
That's
those little
Australia for you. Start them early.
Well, actually, I'd get them in like high school, but yeah. All right.
Oh.
So, well, legally drinking age is a little bit younger, yeah, 18. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so there's 20 barrels, and
7 locations.
each one has a wick, a fuse that will burn. You could obviously cut it to shorten it, but they're 1 hour fuses.
Is there any extra fuse lying around?
No, each one has just got the fuse sticking out the end.
All right. Well,
Thinking maybe we Bugs Bunny this shit.
it's no time like the present, I suppose.
Just keep in mind if they're dropped, bang.
Maybe we.
Oh,
only
it's like
need
napalm or nitroglycerin.
Well, I mean,
Probably.
it's a 4th level fireball in a barrel.
I know, but it's like I'm thinking powder, like dry material, pretty stable stuff.
It's magic. Yeah, it's like if you drop one, it explodes.
Cool. So we're carrying around nitroglycerin, everybody. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's
In the bag of holding, I mean, if they explode on impact, maybe we don't go into Xanathar's lair with the goldfish. We just kind of like toss a couple in there and run.
well, okay. A technicality question, Seb. In the bag of holding, because it's interdimensional space, does it have physical motion of the wearer, or is in that space
It doesn't move. The extra-dimensional space. Cool. It's like on a different plane of existence. It just remains.
So technically, that's
static.
actually the safest place for them while we walk around.
Yes.
Yeah. That's actually how Null smuggled them in himself. All right, Roland, you're loading him up in your bag of holding.
Yes.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Can I give him assistance?
It's a bit late now. Alright, Roland, you've carefully put them in. Being very careful not to drop one. You put them all in safely.
Alright. Well, going by the list that Thorvan gave us, it seems that there are 2 places on this level where we need to place at least one of these barrels. A crypt of some sort and the kitchen. I think that we may be able to hide the one in the kitchen, possibly. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out, but
I've got an idea for that, but let's just get there first.
But this crypt place, Thorvan mentioned that it was past the kitchen, so I can only imagine that it is the other door at the end of this hallway here. We're just backing up. Yeah, I'll come and open the door.
Push the door open. Leads you back into this hallway. And when you get here, there is 6 angry looking Xanathar guild members. Hey! And they're sort of swaying around. They look a little bit drunk. They're just sort of stumbling down this hallway. One of them points towards you all. Stop! Oh, what do you think you're doing there?
My friends. You know, we were here to inspect some of the, doorways, and we've found a few things lacking. But we can rectify this.
That's funny. Because Xanathar just told us that you ain't meant to be here, and we're to kill you all. Tell us what we
was it the real Xanathar?
What?
You do know there's 2, right? There's more than one. He dreamt another of himself, a twin, and now they are in odds with each other.
Make a deception check.
Did you hear from the real one or the fake one?
Wait. Maybe it was the fake one. Oh. How do you know that? Oh. It was the fake one then, or the real one?
So the
I've heard
real
they
one?
Can dream up ones like that. Maybe it was. Yeah.
You're looking for the real one?
Yeah.
You need to ask him what the answer to life is, and the only answer he should give you is fish.
This could be trouble. We better go inform him. Oh, what if he's not the real one then? Or what if he is? Shit, we best go. Alright then. And then they quickly just run back the way they came.
Good luck to you, gentlemen. Nice one, Nox.
I do what I can. How do we want to place wagers over whether or not they get disintegrated or not?
I say yeah.
Well, if they get disintegrated, there won't really be any way for us to tell, and I'll open this door.
Pushing open this door, you see these crystals jutting out from the ground. They're massive crystals. They're all magically illuminated, this blue glow, and there is like a cylinder within the crystals. Within each crystal, there is an embalmed beholder. Each one looks slightly different.
All right, I'd say that this is a crypt.
Very crypt-like.
A very strange and creepy crypt, but a crypt nonetheless.
There are also alcoves lining the walls, and there are murals in the alcoves. They depict beholders, and set into niches at the end of the alcoves are large copper urns in this sort of green coloured marble niche, and the lid is moulded with eye stalks. Almost looks like a beholder itself, the urn. And the western wall is carved to display a scowling beholder flanked by two hooded wizards. And you can only see one glaring eye of each of the wizards' cowed faces in that carving.
Anywhere in the crypt is fine.
I always said that it's putting it somewhere at the end of the crypt or alcove. One of those things.
Well, he said anywhere in the crypt. So let's find a good place to put it.
Seb, is there a role I can make to try and interpret the art?
You can make a perception check to inspect it. It's over the other side of the hallway. It's over the west side of the hallway.
Nope, means nothing to me.
Alright, you take a look at it. I mean, it's just like a beholder with some wizards. You don't know if it has any greater meaning or not. Obviously, this is a crypt for beholders, so could be one of the.
Because I'm a snob.
Could have been one of a different beholder or a different Xanathar.
You all see Nox just standing there, just like hand on chin, just like, oh. I mean, the work is beautiful. The semblance, the resonance. It's quite a masterpiece.
Yes, whatever. As I'm taking out a couple of the barrels to like set in this alcove, yeah.
Okay.
Is there any like cracks or anything in any of the crystals or the walls
No.
where the barrels might be hidden?
The crystals are perfect. They're all cut and polished.
Now, we've all seen Xanathar, his coloration, his kind of generic his markings, I guess is a good way of putting it. Are these all variations of him, or are they all very different?
Each beholder looks unique, but they all have a bit of a blue glow. So you're not sure what color they are, but they all appear sort of bluish because of the crystal. But they have slightly different. They're different in size, different sort of shapes of their eye stalks, and they all have their eyes closed and they just sort of hover in this liquid or brine or something.
Before I light the wick on these things, I'm gonna take a couple of seconds to really get down like the length of it, so whenever we're placing new barrels, I can shave off a bit of it, so I want to try to get them to explode at the same time, basically.
Okay.
We're putting
Well,
down here.
the way that you interpreted it is like it's going to be a chain reaction anyway.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to think.
So
that
like
hard.
this,
Okay.
these barrels are going to like bring down this chamber. It's going to cause the next one over to collapse in the kitchen, and that one's going to explode above, and domino effect.
Okay.
But once they're lit,
It's 1 hour.
it's time on.
Yeah.
We will have a clock.
Well, we knew that when we started this. Next, before we light then, perhaps a plan. we'll go to the kitchen, and we'll place the barrels there. Then we'll go upstairs, possibly back through that one place. I don't know. Maybe check the other stairs that lead upwards.
Do we know where the blood pit is?
Yeah, it's in the pit arena
The
over
blood
there
pit
on
is
the other side.
off of the promenade. It's close to where Nihilor was. I believe we explored it a little bit when we were here for the first time.
Yeah, we did.
Alright, are you gonna light that one?
I'm gonna light it up.
Alright, you light the fuse and it starts burning. You've got 1 hour before it explodes.
All right.
Now.
And the race is on.
You might have to move me. My computer's wigging out again.
Close the door behind us as we go. All right, now for the kitchen.
Alright, you run into this room and there's 2 kitchens.
One with the
One with the kobolds.
Well, he did say the one with the kobolds. So
The kobolds are just all sort of relaxing a little bit, and as you guys try to enter, one of them sort of jumps in your way. Hey, no one will come in here!
As we walk in, I just like clap my hands together. Hey! No! There is no rest for the wicked. We have a souffle to make, but first we need the ingredients. Come with me. And I want to like kind of direct them this way.
Alright, the kobold, he just steps in your way, Nox. What do you mean, souffle? What you talk about?
Oh, it's like a big cake. Xanathar asked for a big cake, but a savory cake. He wants something that is, sticks to a rib.
No, me as head chef, Xanathar never eat cake. He like mushroom and meat.
I said it's like a cake. It's not a cake.
Like a cake, but not a cake? What is it?
Exactly. I will prestidigitize, minor image, a very quick rendition of a very meaty looking cake.
Two of the gazers return, and as soon as you guys are spotted, the gazers just start attacking you. And one of them yells out, Xanathar says to kill them! And roll initiative.
And so it begins, everyone.
roll deception.
Too late for that.
The gazers, without any warning, when they arrive, they just start like flinging eye rays, and one of them shoots towards you. And the kobolds, they just arm themselves with chef's knives, and they are going to lunge at you guys and attack. Brew, you're up first.
Right, we don't have time for this. Bonus action, rage. Pull out a Morning Star with my free action, and I'll start clearing kobolds. I'll swing at the one to the south there.
As you move by it, this kobold's going to lunge at you with a chef's knife. Ah! Miss.
Alright.
That hits. And you just decimate the kobold. Just almost rips his head clean off.
And then the one to the north.
That hits. And you completely flatten another one. Right into the ground.
And I'm gonna get up close personal with the eyes here.
No.
Nox. Are you there, Nox? I think he's having computer problems, so
Yeah.
I'll just say that he's contending with some kobolds or bandits that flank you guys from behind. Just move him over there for now.
Okay.
Alright, this gazer glares at you, Brew, and it shoots an eye ray at you. Make me a dexterity save. Alright, this icy beam shoots at you, and you dodge out of the way. Gazer ends his turn.
Is that it? I'm sorry, I like blinked for a second. My computer's like wigging out really bad.
Oh. Yeah, I just said that you were dealing with something else. I thought you weren't here or something.
I sent you a message saying, "Shocking grasp, the one next to me."
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even get that. If you're sending it to me on Discord, I'm not watching the Discord.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Like I said, my internet just like went out the computer pages. So,
Okay. Alright. Well, you're in initiative now, and I'll just put you back. Okay, Roland.
Alright, let's viciously mock a kobold.
Okay, closest one.
Yeah, the one right in front of me.
He just, the head chef, he grabs his head and screeches, "Ah!" until his eyes
I've never
just
liked
bleed,
your
and he
spinach puffs.
drops down on the ground. Ah, my spinach could down, and dies.
Kobold. Then I'll just kind of.
That was his signature dish, Roland. Why did you say that?
Then I'm gonna bonus action. Actually, before I move over there, so I can see everybody, I'm gonna bonus action. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. I'll bonus action Mantle of Inspiration.
Blue halos all around, all around.
Blue halos for everyone, except Roland.
I'm still logging in, but I will use my movement if I can. Put me in the corner to the far right. It should just be like 3 squares over or something like that, please.
Okay. Alright, Pavel, you're moving up. Anyone else take a move?
I'll move.
Dagger. Alright, there's a steaming hot oven here. It's still like searing hot. You wouldn't want to get pushed onto that.
Alright, that is the end of my turn.
Alright, this kobold, he actually just grabs a fry pan and he tries to bonk you with it, Brew. But he misses. Scamp.
I am going to attempt to throw an ice knife at that gazer right there.
Nice.
That hits. Alright, the knife itself just slices off 2 of its eye stalks, and then the ice explodes and sends out shards. Icy shards in every direction. For 7 cold damage. No damage on a success. Kobolds, they duck for cover. The gazer tries to move out of the way, but another spike just impales the gazer through the eye. 2 of the kobolds are hit in the chest. Another gazer has 2 of its eye stalks clean straight off. And 1 kobold, he just holds up the fry pan for cover and it dodges off the frying pan. Bounces off the frying pan. Alright, Dagger.
Okay, I will do a crossbow at that one. At the gazer by Brew.
That's a hit. And the bolt just
Jesus.
hits it in the eye and sticks it onto the wall like a decoration.
Fuck.
My God.
Hell, it's a hell
Oh,
of a
that's
sneak
not
attack.
even all that. There should have been another D6 on that sneak attack.
Oh
That
God.
doesn't-
Jesus.
Oh, I only rolled 4. Should have been 5.
Yeah, the bolt like hits the gazer directly in the eye and it's just hanging on the wall now. Nice ornament dripping with blood. Anything else for your turn, Dagger?
I'll just come back over here by Knox.
Oh, what am I?
Alright, this kobold, he grabs a stale French stick. Stale baguette. He tries to hit you, Pavel.
Oh, taste my baguette.
Oh wow.
He whacks
wow.
you for 6 bludgeoning damage. Like snaps the baguette in half. You don't know how long that's been sitting there, but it's like as hard as a rock. It literally like it's like you've just been hit by a cylinder of stone.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out my longbow because we're going silent here, and I'm just gonna shoot at the defying all physics in a way, and shoot the kobold in front of me.
That's a hit.
Oh, that's a dead kobold.
He just like as he opens up his mouth to yap, you just put an arrow straight through his mouth and just pins him to a nice loaf of bread.
Then I turn my bow to the other one next to Brew and just fire again.
That hits. And the arrow hits him, puts him out of commission. They're all
Good.
dead.
All right. Now that that's over and done with, can any of the... I want to put the barrels away from... So I kind of want to put it like underneath this.
Is it possible to turn off the ovens?
There is they wood fired. So
Damn.
We can just prestidigitate those fires out.
alright.
Yeah, just in
You
case.
craft
Just
them
in
out
case.
as well.
You douse them
Just in case.
and the fire goes out. They're still quite hot, but now they're just sort of smoldering.
Yeah. Well,
Say,
careful.
say Seb, just before like I would lose my rage in the next turn, can I run up and see if these guys are hostile in that next room? Or whether they're still partying?
Okay.
But you, Brew, don't worry. If you're in out of rage.
Alright, you run up into the room, Brew, and yeah, they're just making merry. Beppis is there, he's also Beppis is on one of their shoulders, like piggybacking. And
Does he have?
he's got
Does he have a
two
bandana on
flagons
his
in his
head?
hand.
Yeah.
Got 2 flagons in his hand, and he's just partying with the other bandits.
All right, I will not break up their party.
They just seem to be completely oblivious to the goings on in this room. All right,
Where's next?
getting ready for another keg. Where's that one going? What couple?
Can I?
How many kegs
put
are
it
you putting,
underneath
by
this-
the way?
2 is a good option from this room.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
we'll go with 2.
You put them under the
Put 'em
table.
underneath this. Yeah.
You nestle them
Kinda hide
right
it a
up in the
little bit.
corner. You put in a nice loaf of bread. A couple of loaves of bread.
Did we put 2 in the crypt as well?
Yeah, I'd say we would put 2 in the crypt as well.
Okay.
I'll snap my fingers, press the digitation, light the fuse. All
Next
right.
fuses is a burning.
Well, perhaps we should go back up those other stairs, so we don't have to go through that room of men again. I'd rather not have to set off another fight if we can help it.
Well, towards our espionage aspirations.
There was another staircase over there.
Exactly. Hopefully that leads us to somewhere that...
Well, I mean, like, just back where we were just now. Don't know where it goes.
It's right here.
That staircase, Brew, it just leads up into a dead end. The one that you saw.
Oh. Okay. Well, we can always take it if we need to find a dead end.
Alright, these stairs lead up, and let me grab everyone's tokens.
Oh, and Nox, you should have 8 temporary hit points right now.
I know, I'm still trying to let my computer do its thing.
Okay, I'll just let you know.
Alright, you
I
make
was
your
like
way
it to them.
up these stairs, and you find a familiar looking area. You see these stone columns.
Mm,
Between the two.
between the two. Right.
This is Nihilor's area.
Okay, yes, that's right. Alright, you find a gap here between the two columns of rock. There is a door set into the western wall and just this scum encrusted area to the east. A couple of barrels, one against each column.
Quick snap, and they're lit.
They start burning away. That's 3 out of 7.
Right. I wonder where they have that guard cap.
Probably in torture chamber where Nihilor had other people. Maybe. Yes.
I think so. Would we remember where like a prison was down here? I don't know if we ever.
There
found
was like a torture area where like limbs and stuff were being cut up, and some torture racks in Nihilor's area, and there were some manacles against the wall with intellect devourers, spawning pool.
So I know we're on a tight schedule, but really I would rather not leave a
Alright, as you guys enter this area, 4 intellect devourers burst out of this brine.
Oh, come on.
Oh!
Brew, please step away from the intellect of ours.
He's immune. He already has one.
Oh,
They
yes.
sort of jump
very
out.
true.
Run away!
Smash them all.
I wish
shit.
I ran away.
Alright, they these brains with legs, they just jump out of the pool. They still have this translucent green slime dripping off of them. And one of them jumps at Brew.
I'm having deja vu and amnesia at the same time.
Alright, you
I think I
quickly
forgot.
whip your shield around. The intellect devourer just bounces off and splats on the floor, and then it gets to its feet, and Brew, you start to feel a sharp pain in your head. Make an intelligence save.
Oh no!
And your intelligence is 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, you are hit for 16 psychic damage, and your intelligence score is reduced to 0. And while it's reduced to 0, you are stunned. And the intellect devourer prepares to teleport itself into your mind. Take over your brain. Dagger.
Okay, I'm going to come up to this one and stab it.
That is a hit. Alright, you run up, Dagger, and as it's like, it hasn't even landed yet from leaping out of this pool of brine, you just impale it mid.
That was
Nice.
crappy sneak attack damage.
It worked.
And then it just sort of splatters on the ground at your feet.
Ooh, I have brain on my rapier.
Pavel.
Pavel says as he sees these things, just I don't have time for this. So, okay, wait. Yeah, it's fine if it hits me. I don't mind. It hits me to go. 5.
Alright, it does. It just sort of swipes a claw at you. It's a miss.
This one, I don't mind if it hits me either.
It'll claw at you as well as this one sort of tries to jump at you, Pavel. It catches you for 7 slashing.
Oh, I'm gonna take out my a gnarled tooth and cast shatter right here, trying to hit all 3 of these and not hit Brew at the same time.
Alright, you'll, I think, be able to do that. I think you'll have to hit Brew if you want to hit all 3.
Go for it. I mean,
Alright. Yeah, still, yeah, I think it has to be worth it because I do not want any of. I mean, Brew, sorry, I don't want anyone else to like get the same condition you have right now. So it's one for the team. So shatter.
Alright, you shatter the area. Brew, make a con save. Chunks of brain, brine, stone explode everywhere. Brew, even in your stunned state, it barely affects you. All of the intellect devours fail and they start to get ripped into shreds. Brew, you succeed and take 5 damage.
I look to Roland and then I just gonna run a little bit because yeah.
When you come into this area, the place smells like death, but there's no one in this room. It looks pretty much like this place has just been left to be forgotten about since your last encounter here. Apart from these intellect devourers that have spawned.
Since everyone would have heard that anyway, might as well follow it up. Cat's already out of the bag, as it were.
Alright.
I think you'd be able to do that without hitting Brew at all. If I'm thinking about the template correctly.
Oh yeah.
Like the
Actually,
ones with the squares.
Oh yeah, that's right. You could have done it up one more. Okay, Brew, take that 5 damage back.
I mean, it's not a shit ton of damage or anything, but yeah, I'll just do another. I'll do another 2nd level shatter, so it's base level shatter here. Same spot. Danger close.
Okay.
Good one.
You do another shatter here and just bring it down on top of these 3 intellect devourers. There's another explosion and more chunks of brain just sort of splat against the wall. The intellect devourers, they all fail and they're ripped into shreds. One of them is still just dangling by a limb.
Sucker saved, and that's the one that needed to die.
Oh yeah, it did make the save.
Oh no.
I don't really have a way of killing it. Well, shit. I'll move into the room though. Kind of all I can do.
Alright, the intellect devourer, it runs at you, Pavel. Claws first. It misses as it sort of just rolls along the ground, and as it is doing that, it starts to peer into your mind. Make an intelligence save.
I got so much stuff. I'll just save. Sweet.
You just push it out of your mind, nothing happens. Nox.
Alright. Barring complications. Let's see. Come to here. I'll step to here, and I will firebolt that little motherfucker and say, "Fry, you little shit." Oops, wrong thing. There we go.
As we said, that is a shocking grasp,
Oh.
sir.
The firebolt
Sorry.
would be a hit, but just roll damage.
You run up and Chidori it.
I would, but I don't have the movement for it.
Alright. You do enough damage to kill it. Poof, it's just thrown up against the wall, hits the ground, a little puff of smoke.
I'm sorry, Roland. I know I shouldn't have cast the giant
It's alright,
explosion
it's
thing,
alright. Don't worry. We just need to get to move on now.
but What about Brew?
Well,
Would
Scamp has something for that, I believe.
greater restoration would work for this, right?
Yes, it would restore him.
So I'll go ahead and use 4 charges on the charm to greater restoration brew.
Okay.
Huh.
Slap him in the face with the charm.
Yeah.
Scamp. What did I miss?
You hear the disembodied voice of Jareth. Yes, Scamp, use it to restore your animals back to health.
I mean, I've got greater restoration prepared.
You might notice an almost perceptible increase from the one state of brew to the regular.
Brew is slightly more intelligent.
He drools a little bit less.
I mean, Brew is kind of like an animal in some ways.
Walrus, damn it.
Okay, and as you look down into this brine pool, Scamp, you just see dozens of dead brains just left in the brine to rot and die. It looks like the only surviving ones have jumped out already. Brew, you head down into the extraction chamber where there is this rotating wooden platform where you saw a drow being tortured, but it's empty, and there are some festering, week-old corpses in this room. All of the corpses' scalps have been opened up, their brains missing.
Nothing down there.
Did we ever go in the store?
No.
I would guess the captain is probably somewhere near the guards that were planning to torture him.
Well, there's only... We pretty much went in every room there, didn't we?
I put my ear up against the door and just listen.
Make a perception check.
It's a door.
You're not hearing
That's great.
any sound from beyond.
Hear the door as well.
Sure. Neither
I
of
also
you,
hear a
Pavel.
door.
You hear the ocean.
Oh?
Well, must be clean. I'll attempt.
Alright, it's not locked. You push it open, and it's a jail cell. There are 3 Kuatoa here. And
Looks like...
they carry these pincer staffs in their hand. And as soon as they're just sort of milling around, croaking to each other a little bit. And you notice there is some sort of shrine set into the eastern corner of the room. Jail cells lining the walls, and as soon as you enter, the Kuatoas, they just attack.
Oh, Roland. Jeez.
Alright, Pavel, you're up first.
Brew also rolled 2116.
Oh,
Did you go after me or before me?
it's up to you guys to choose who goes first.
Brew,
Go ahead.
I say you, good sir. It's fine.
Alright, Rue, you're up first. 3 Kuatoa whip.
Yeah, I'll just go in swinging. 25 move there.
You notice the furthest one away, it has this iron keyring dangling by its waistband.
I'll just swing normal styles.
That hits. Alright, you whack the Kuator once, breaking through his scaly, fishy flesh.
And
He dodges that attack, jumping back, blocking you with a staff. Pavel.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out my longbow and just shoot at this one right here.
Okay. That's a 11 is you don't have any sharpshooter or anything like that, do you, Pavel? Do you have sharpshooter?
Not yet. I will someday.
That's a miss due to cover.
From Brew?
Yep, Brew and the other Kuator are both in front of you. Or in your way.
At that one again, even though his brothers are in front of him. Oh!
That's a crit.
I'd say that's a good shot.
He also croaks at you in Undercommon. How did you know that's my brother? You stick an arrow into that one's leg, and the one closer to you croaks at you. Ah, what have you done to my brother? You just shot my brother in his leg.
Damn.
He speaks in Undercommon. I'd say, Pavel, you probably you probably know a bit of Undercommon. You spent quite a lot of time in Skullport, so you know all the swear words. You know all the swears.
Apparently they're related.
I'm gonna move up to here. Is there anybody in any of these jail cells?
You notice all the cells are quite dark, and out of the 8 cells, there seems to be a crouched humanoid figure sort of slumped in the corner of this one. And does not look responsive.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of look back at Roland and Nox and then Pavel and be like, I learned something from you guys. Sort of, but I put my own spin on it.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna do an erupting earth, and it's a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and catch these two.
Awesome.
Another one joins the Shatter Club. Yes!
No one escapes from the Shatter Gang.
Oh, yes. No one escapes.
Okay, erupting earth. So a massive column of rock just burst up out of the ground, ripping through the Kuatoa.
It's really
Can
cool.
I get those two?
Yep,
Or
that gets them in a 20-foot cube. 4x4. Alright, so it's difficult terrain, and both Kuatoa, they try to dive out of the way as stone starts to bludgeon them, rip through them.
that DC should be 17, not 12.
Okay. Both of them are hit by it and sort of thrown to the side as rock rips through their flesh. And there's just a massive spike of rock that's just burst up out of the ground, splitting the tiles in two. Alright, this Kuato, as he's thrown forward, he lunges at you with his pincer staff scamp. With reach. Tries to grab onto you, but the claw just chomps a little bit too close. And he then jumps forward and just tries to bite onto your arm. It's a miss. Alright, this one, it actually backs up into the corner and starts just swirling the pincer staff around while trying to sort of speak some words to this statue, and it casts Bane. And it's going to cast Bane on Pavel, Brew, and Scamp. Each of you make a charisma save.
Oh no.
Scamp, you succeed. Alright, Pavel, you're going to re-roll. With Indomitable, Brew, you fail and you become Baned.
I'm not even that better.
1d4 on attack rolls, saving throws. And you fail as well, Pavel. And the Kuatoa ends his turn in the corner there. Dagger.
Okay. Which Kutoa hasn't gone yet?
It is this guy. So
Okay, I'm gonna
Let's
do
do
a
it.
crossbow at him.
that is well and truly a hit. You sink a crossbow bolt into the Kuatoa, aiming for its vital organs. Crossbow bolt hits it, chokes and scoffs, and
It's a bad sneak attack roll again.
it's all pretty badly hurt from that. You narrowly miss some vital organs. Nox.
Alright. I am actually going to run up on this guy. As I run up, my hands, I like kind of hold it open, and I do the token Chidori run. As I shotgun breath.
Naruto run.
Oh!
You just like
I
you
trip
do
and fall.
Naruto run at him, but yeah, you're like only looking down when you run, and then you're sort of shocked as the air, and you just stop there, bouncing off the Kuatoa.
Well, that was embarrassing. Oh, trying to be cool.
You forgot to use your Sharingan eye.
At least Stagger didn't see it.
Cool beans. I will then, oh, fuck it, I live here now. Sure.
Roll in.
20 feet. Five feet. Okay. As I get to there, I will play a discordant melody on the guitar and cast Bane on all three of these Kuatoa.
Alright, you bane them back.
Bane you. Fail.
They each fail, and they grab their non-existent ears to try and get the sound out of their heads, causing them much discomfort.
Oh. There, and no bonus action this turn. That's it.
This Kuatoa, he holds up his pincer staff and sort of calls up to this strange god figurine standing on a pedestal, like made from clay, which is basically completely covered by the erupting earth now. Gashuga! Gashuga! And as he says that, this little golden fish appears in front of him and starts orbiting Kuatoa. Cast Shield of Faith.
Oh, okay.
And he lunges at Brew with his pincer staff. It hits. He grabs onto you, Brew. You're hit for 7 piercing damage as the barbs from the pincer staff stab into your flesh, and he grapples you. And then he like drags you back towards the other Kuatoa and reels you in. Tries to bite you, but misses. He just bites onto a big bit of flab. And then he actually like spits on the ground.
I thought you guys ate everything.
They do. That's the thing. They even eat each other.
I'm gonna get reckless with a Morning Star on this guy who's on the other end of the grappling pole.
That is a hit. Alright, you bludgeon him once with the Morning Star. He maintains concentration on the shield. You hit him again. For another 11. And he maintains concentration.
D4 to that.
Oh, yeah.
He is Bane as well.
Alright, he fails with a 9. And the Shield of Faith drops. Pavel.
Pavel looks rolling real quick. Can I go loud?
Well, I mean, we're past that point, so go ahead.
Alright, so Pavel just drops his longbow, takes out his pistol, and just starts shooting. -4?
That's still a hit, even if you got a 4. I hit him for 14 piercing damage. Pfft. Hits him in the shoulder and knocks out his concentration. Bane drops on all of you guys. That's another hit. And this time you just sort of clip him again and thrown up against the wall, ripping through his scales. Bit of smoke powder going off of your pistol.
Finally, bonus action again.
It's another hit. And you hit him with another bullet. The Kuatara is just slumping into the corner now, almost dead. Scamp.
I'm gonna move over there.
Is that concentration your spell?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. Nope, it is not. It only does the damage the once, and then it's just difficult terrain, so it just basically like fucks up the ground.
Okay.
I'm gonna produce flame at this guy.
That's a hit. A ball of fire slams into the Koto, and he drops to the ground, dead. This one, he also calls to his god, Gashoga! And a little golden fish surrounds him as he casts Shield of Faith. And tries to grab you with Pincer Staff knocks. Hits.
I will shield that.
Throw your hand up and block the attack. And then he tries to bite you. Ah! And just chomps onto your shield as well. Dagger.
I will shoot at this one. How dare he, my beloved.
As a hit. It's a headshot.
Wow.
This is sneak attack. It's just
Like
Leave my boyfriend alone.
sinks into the Kuatoa's head and it just chokes, but then you realize the golden fish actually sort of deflected the crossbow bolt somewhat, and still it just like burst open one of the Kuatoa's eye and he's screaming. Remarkably, he remains concentrating.
it could technically fail that, right? 26, so 30. So with a D4 on it.
Yes,
Isn't he baned as well?
that's right.
Ah, well, he
14.
maintains concentration. I tried.
Nox.
I'm gonna reach out and try and grab some of that, like those love handles I see hanging over his little loincloth. Oh,
It's a hit.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
Alright, you explode him with lightning. Poof, it rips off many of his scales, drops concentration on his Shield of Faith, and he is just left there quivering and smoldering, almost dead.
And I will actually take this opportunity to back the fuck up a little bit.
Okay. Roland.
Come join me out.
Ah, my fishy friend, it seems your god has abandoned you.
This guy?
That gift is awesome.
Yeah, the one that Nox just ran away from.
He fails. And takes 4 psychic damage. Still hanging on. And he just keeps on screaming even louder.
Nox didn't run away. He did a strategic retreat.
Tactical retreat.
I'm actually just gonna stick right there. I have full faith in the rest of my party to end that thing's life before its turn.
Alright, this Kuatoa, he just continues to try and tighten his grip on you, Brew. Presses his handle and sticks into you for 3 piercing damage. Actually, with Bane, it'll miss automatically. It'll be a 19. And he reels you in for another bite, and that misses. And then he just sort of pulls you back a little bit closer into this corner, stepping on the dead body of his brother. Keeps on calling out.
Well, let me put him out of his misery with a reckless attack on him.
That hits. Alright, you whack him once, and he's still clinging onto you. That's a crit.
Jesus.
Alright, you just pummel him again and just cave his head in with that attack.
Sushi's back on the menu, boys.
I'm not eating these things.
Just trying to do a little there until I figure
What's
out
going on?
where I want to be. Oh, I would have had difficult terrain though for.
Well, if you just cut
First-
from where you are down to there, you could make
Okay,
it.
instead of looping around him. Okay.
Apple.
I take out my pistol, get close to Koto, and say, goddamn, what did they say in Godfather? Whatever, just let's just shoot him.
That hits. And put the Kuatoa out of his misery. He hits the ground face first. Dead.
Does this guy look dead or just unconscious?
It's hard to tell. You can make a medicine check at disadvantage from behind the bars.
I bend the bars open. Oh wait, forgot. Never mind.
Alright, Scamp,
What
you
are these
actually try to check for vital signs and you can see him just faintly breathing. And Pavel, make an athletics check to try and bend the bars.
Didn't one of
was-
them have keys?
Exactly,
They
I
do
was.
have
I
keys.
remembered that I was gonna get the key from this one.
Okay.
I didn't check for the keys.
Alright, yeah, one of them had a key ring around his waistband.
Open a door.
Alright, you can roll a 1d8.
Oh, damn it.
It's
Fine,
8 keys.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna throw 2 Fey energy into the guy.
Okay, he opens up his eyes. Pavel, you try one of the keys. It's not the right one. Oh. By the gods. Where am I?
You're in Xanathar's lair. We're getting you out.
Scamp. Oh,
Yeah?
Pavel.
How do you know?
You. It's me, Sergeant Staggett. You're the one from Trollskull Alley.
That's right.
You probably don't know me, Scamp, but I know you, and I know your friends here. you're all
I thought
heroes.
they were-
Huh. If I've ever thought I was gonna get rescued, I knew it would be yous. Pavel, you try another key. It's not the right one. Oh, my head. Oh, it hurts. I feel like I've got a biggest hangover.
They didn't sick intellect devourers on you by any chance, did they, little brain creatures?
What? Oh, I don't know. I hope not. I was drinking in a bar in the dock ward. I was off duty. And, I don't know, everything got a bit fuzzy and hazy, and then, I just woke up now.
We can check for an intellect devourer in his that has replaced his brain later. We do have other pressing matters. Pavel, have you not found the key yet?
No, I'm just gonna see if I can bend the bars. So I'm gonna roll off
Brew,
that shit.
Brew, maybe
you have the
assist him with
key
that?
ring in your hand.
Alright, you try to bend the bars. It's a bit too tricky for you there, Pavel. 15's not enough. They're quite
Keys.
solid.
I keep trying keys,
Yeah.
then while
Yeah, let me try,
bend
buddy.
the bars.
I'll use my crowbar and try.
Alright, a crowbar not going to help for bars,
Okay.
bending bars.
Just
We
Okay,
have the key.
I'll just bend it. We don't have time for keys.
You just put the crowbar in your mouth, Brew, and then just bend the bars straight open, wide enough gap for him to get out.
nice work, Brew.
Have you both been eaten by intellect devourers?
Lies. I have a.
Trying keys, they just weren't working.
All right, suddenly
Use a
I'm
burn.
you
smart.
hear this, what do we have here? And marching in through the pillar room is a ton of Xanathar guild members. And Flutterfoot has in his hand one of the kegs of smoke powder. What's this? And he's like juggling it around. And we'll take a 10-minute break now.
Ah.
Quick bio break, and we'll see what happens when we get back. I'll see you guys back soon.
Alrighty.
Hey, Pavel. We got a good choke point here. Just hold them in this room.
All right, then I'll go take out my shield and I'll use
If you think
What?
that's my idea, I think that's good. I mean,
Yeah,
unless
they're-
you guys need to get up to. Oh, except we gotta let Dagger into. Oh no, she can shoot.
What?
Or anyway, it just looks like a big AOE fest in there. Is all I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, I could probably use a shatter there too, but I'll take out a shield. Probably keep a pistol in the other hand. Just start shooting them from range, and if they get close, I'll still shoot them because I can do that, which is
Because
awesome.
you can do that.
Yeah. But yeah, we can hold it. We could probably hold the line. If they attack us, I got 20 AC. You got 20 AC, right? Or 21?
20 win.
Yeah, nice. All right. Yeah. No way are they gonna. Well, they probably may be able to hit us, but it's a lesser chance.
Yeah, they won't be able to hit the squishies.
I can cast AoE stuff, or if not, firebolt. So we take care of most of the things if needed be, because we do gotta save most of our good stuff for Xanathar.
Oh, you think we may end up encountering him?
Well, not now, but maybe. You
I know. No, exactly.
next
I know.
season.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, even though the plan is supposed to be that we didn't have to fight him, but I feel like the plan is going astray.
Why wouldn't we have to fight him?
Particularly since Jiggleface here is juggling one of our kegs.
You know, the thing that scares me is if he throws that into all of us.
Right.
Oh god.
So we should shoot it out of his hand and blow him up.
Ooh. Yeah. Or fire. Or I can cast Shatter, an AoE, some fire stuff.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, I think good call. Don't let him throw it at us.
Hey, Pablo, you back?
Who?
Huh? Who? What? What about?
Pavel and I were just noticing that, or like Pavel was noticing that if this guy throws that keg at us, it gets.
Yeah, a 96 at all of us is not good. So whoever goes first, we're trying to.
Don't.
Maybe.
No. Don't
We could-
worry. It won't. It won't happen.
Why?
What if we like trigger it on him?
Yeah, that's
Like
it.
shoot him
That'd
or
be
shatter him.
No. Don't even try. I have an idea.
Okay, I'll trust you, but we're still gonna tank for you guys. So, just me and Brew are gonna stay there in the choke point because there's no other way they can get past us. And yeah.
So for my 5th level spell, I took telekinesis.
Oh! Oh shit!
Timely.
I'm going Jean Grey that shit.
Telekinesis and drop it on them, and then a giant 96 fireball on them.
I mean, like that is as long as.
Roll first, hopefully before him. Anyone who does it
Well,
before.
I'm hoping like just if I can just say it, like as we're getting ready to, because like not seeing all that would have just immediately been like, okay, I'm prepping this shit. This is happening. Like someone juggling one of those kegs, I'd be like, no toque nada.
No.
You sir need to put that down, or better yet, just give it. Let me take that from you. So yeah, so just for clarification, just so you guys know, D&D is kind of funny because it says you can move 30 feet in 6 seconds, kind of thing. Just so you know that means everyone's running at almost 20 miles an hour.
What?
Physics.
Is it science? Oh well, yeah, I get. Yeah. It's the math. 30 feet per second per 6 seconds.
Yeah, but it's just kind of like funny to think about. It's like that's like even at a dead sprint, no one runs that fast.
If you dash, if you're a rogue. Yeah.
Well, now let's think about a monk who can move like in a turn if he dashes, moves like 90 feet.
Tabaxis can double that.
Yep. I'm like, granted, I get it. It's all in a matter of like gaming space, but this is one of the. A friend of mine was like talking, making jokes about like the physics of gaming kind of thing, and we were talking about like for video games, and then we were talking about like tabletop games and this other kind of like just weird meta gaming kind of physics kind of stuff, and how one of us were just like 30 feet in 6 seconds. That sounds really fast. So someone did the math, and we're all like, wow, oh crap.
That's pretty significant.
We are all Usain Bolt.
Yeah, didn't Usain Bolt like run like 50?
He's definitely the fastest man in the world over a short distance.
Oh, we all are. It's Usain Bolt. Yeah.
So Roland, I was just telling them, I'm not worried. They were all like freaking out. I'm not worried about the thing because do you remember what I took for my 5th level spell?
Well, as soon as you start casting a spell, combat will start. So you better hope you roll high.
Well, no. What I'm gonna say is I'm like as soon as we get back, I'm gonna tell Seb straight up. Seeing him juggle that, I am prepping it in the sense of like I'm gonna hold it as an initial action.
Well, I
Because
mean,
Can you subtle cast?
Yeah.
I don't have not yet.
So, knowing Seb, he's going to ask about the subtle cast, and then as soon as they see you start to cast, it'll be combat.
they'll go
Yeah.
hostile. So this plan's going foobar. So
I think we needed to take out the wizards that are like spying on the whole place. I think they're
yeah,
killing
we
them.
probably could have done that. It doesn't help that we went loud either.
Well, we
Yeah.
couldn't. That was after a certain point that was an inevitability. So
Yeah, but we only got 3 of them in place. Well, 2 now, maybe less.
you know, there's a part of me that kind of wants to say maybe we should have just taken them all and just huck them at Xanathar.
I mean, that's an option.
What is it if you take a bag of holding and like destroy the exterior? It like spills all its contents, right?
Yeah, I could take if somebody took a knife and like cut it, it would everything would spill out.
So we take a bag of holding, stuff them all in there, throw it under Xanathar. Dagger shoots it with a crossbow bolt. It spills out, and then one of us prestidigitations the entire like thing, but not like short fuse it, basically.
Well, be that as it may.
Do you say
well.
that if someone cuts the bag of holding, it's all going to spill out in front of these guys?
Oh God.
No. We're talking amongst ourselves as players, out of character.
Is that
We were
how
on break.
Is that
We're
how
on
bag
break.
of
We're on
holding
fire
works?
break.
I can't remember.
It's already said. No, I'm joking. Okay.
Ah.
All right.
Hey,
Let's.
Seb?
You were on a break.
Yeah.
Ross.
I am going to say as we come back, can I roll a deception check to see if I can stay kind of hidden away from everyone?
A deception?
Or not deception, a stealth check, pardon me.
Like
you've got Roland, Pavel, and Brew in front of me. I'm kind of like, can I like fade to black a little bit?
Well.
No, it's fine. I thought.
Yeah, you didn't know that these guys were going to show up, so you didn't have the foresight to hide first.
True that.
Hello, Flutterfoot.
Flutterfoot in his jester's hat, he's just carelessly juggling around this smoke powder. What's in the barrel? Whoops! Almost dropped it.
From the back, I just called it out. We call it secret sauce.
Oh! You've been putting lots of this secret sauce around, have you? I just found one leaning against here. I think you dropped it. Do you want it back?
Oh no,
No.
you can keep it if you want. You know.
Well, I mean,
Sauce.
we're just leaving it in strategic places around the lair, so everybody can enjoy it.
Why are you doing that? Oh, so people can enjoy it. Well, Xanathar, he seems to think you're up to something, you know, and he told us to come and kill yous. And he juggles around the
God.
smoke powder barrel. Almost dropped it. Me thinks that you're not really that kind to be distributing hot sauce. So tell us, what you doing here?
What we are doing here right now is we are currently rescuing the constable because he does not belong here currently. You all are a band of thieves and scoundrels that cause more harm than good, and we would like to help you, but you cannot seem to help yourselves.
Oh, you've been freeing some of Xanathar's prisoners. Oh, he's not gonna like that very much. And he juggles again, and then he drops it.
Drops it.
Oh god!
And it just explodes outwards.
Yep.
And
Oh yeah!
he just screams.
Oh my god!
We're so good.
It's like we knew exactly where to stand.
48 fire damage. It just
Holy shit! Look at all the sixes.
It
And there's
just-
so many.
yeah, it just catches and absolutely obliterates all of those guilds, and there's just like this ear-ringing sound. There's a very loud screech, and it actually causes like the entire area to shudder, and this thick black smoke just leeches out in every direction.
Structural damage.
Yeah, it just crumbles this entire section here, and everyone's ears are ringing. It's such a loud noise. And yeah, there's absolutely nothing left. There's just like a smoldering jester's hat just lands at your feet, Nox.
Oh my god, he committed suicide. What was wrong with him?
Roland, no. The joke is on him.
The other guys, you guys can't really see him too well. There's so much smoke flooding over you all, and there's just a lot of confusion at the moment. There's a thick cloud of smoke that heavily obscures the area. So yeah, you hear them coughing. A lot of them sort of move away, away from the smoke and whatnot. And this entire section here now has just completely caved in. And luckily, it doesn't seem to set off the other powder blast, the flagon, or the barrel, I mean.
Well, I think we have to take care of these.
So I'm gonna actually walk out to here, and before I walk out though, I am going to have him coming through the smoke. I'm gonna try and prestidigitate with a quick sleight of hand a barrel, so they can just barely see it, and be like, "Hey, now, who wants the next one?"
All right, you just move into the smoke, Nox, and there you can't see anything. It's just absolute darkness, and none of them see that. The smoke, it just sort of lingers. It does start to clear a little bit, and
I'm left pretending a minor image, the another barrel. Holding my hand as still as possible.
They can't see anything. It's heavily obscured.
Oh.
But then, all right, while you do that, you sort of run into there. They just sort of run into the smoke. Get him! Get him! And I'm going to roll initiative.
And the fight is on.
And so all of this area with the smoke is heavily obscured. You cannot see in it.
Ah, Jesus.
I didn't do much better.
I think the difficult terrain gets a turn as well. All right. They just run into the smoke. And just surround you, Nox, and they just sort of grab you in the smoke, and you feel blades and hear blades sort of swung at you. And they all go on the same turn. They run in, and they just absolutely surround you, Nox. Just they hear you sort of walking forward. Oops, this guy is gonna have to dash. And yeah, they just rush you, and they all attack you.
Oh my god, I want to do something.
Nox! What were you thinking?
I actually have a really good plan now, but...
Alright, so first one I accidentally had on Whisper. First attack is a miss. Second one, miss. Third attack, A blade hits you for 4 slashing damage. Alright, you hear them coming in to surround you, and you throw up your shield, and then you just hear scimitar just boom, 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 just bouncing off your shield. Third attack, sorry, fourth one. That's a miss. One of them cuts through your shield, hitting you for 2 slashing. And the other 2 miss. And another one just sort of dashes up to you, Roland, and you just sort of hear him through the smoke. Dagger.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot. Just gonna shoot one of the ones surrounding Nox.
Alright, be a regular attack. You won't have advantage or disadvantage. And you don't have sharpshooter, right, Dagger?
No.
That's a miss. You don't hear it hit anything, but your bolt just disappears into the smoke. Pavel.
Pavel's still coughing.
Can we clear the smoke? Can't see.
Also, yeah. Orientated, just gonna pull out his pistol, coughing, and fire in front of him.
That hits. You just hear this. God, it got me!
Good, thank you for telling me. Just shoot him again.
That hits. And then you just hear a thump.
Gonna go into the fray to rescue my friend, kind of. Except keep a good distance, because I know, so I feel like he has something up his sleeve.
Alright, you move through into the smog, and you just hear like blades clanging, grunts of combat.
I'm gonna shoot at, hopefully not hitting Nox, at one of this one over here, I'm guessing.
Okay. Alright, that hits. You fire towards the grunts and you hit. Scam.
I'm going to kind of tell the guard captain, maybe you should stay back a little bit. You don't look like you're in a condition to fight.
Oh, don't worry, ma'am. You trust in the city watch. I'll get this under control.
Oh, okay. If you say so.
Do you have any pants?
No, sorry.
Fully wears a loincloth.
I have a dress if you want it.
I'm gonna throw down a moonbeam about here. Maybe. Oh, I'm not on the right thing. Right there.
Those ones?
Yep.
Alright. Moonbeam churns down, and you just see this sickly orange glow through all the smoke and haze, and you just hear people just screaming bloody murder. Ah! It burns!
Good lord, Scamp.
They'll be fine. Maybe.
Alright, Staggett. He sort of stumbles forwards. Right. You're under arrest! And he just staggers up and like,
do you want my dress?
He's quite badly exhausted, and he just slumps up against the wall. Oh, just give me a minute. I'll catch my breath. Brew.
Yeah, Brew will grin at the people he can see at Scamp and Dagger. He'll be like, well, this reminds me of a hurricane we used to fight in, and I'm gonna rage and go in there and get reckless.
Alright, it'll be advantage and disadvantage. A regular attack Still heavily obscured.
The one to the south?
Alright, that hits. Alright, you move forward and you just hear a loud crunch.
And then to the west.
And it's a mess. You swing through the smoke.
I think I'll go up.
Roll in. Just the smoldering corpse smoke and the sulfury smell just washing over you, and even got this sort of magical ting to it.
I'm gonna dash this side here.
You run out, and the place over here is quite clear of smoke, and you actually notice a lot of it is venting up into the ceiling. You can see the wall is completely crumbled in over here.
45. Oh. What? Get here so I get a good vantage point in case somebody else decides to come up. No bonus act. That's my turn.
Okay. Nox.
Having kind of just understood the layout of the room, I'm going, and not knowing that Brew had run in behind him and killed somebody, Nox, with everybody running towards him or feeling surrounded, is going to cast Thunderstep and transport himself further into the room.
Thunderstep. Alright, you can't do that, Nox. You can't see. It's heavily obscured.
So preconception wouldn't allow me to...
It requires sight.
Alright.
Thunderclap requires sight.
Could I cast it and just look at my feet and just kind of like teleport, reappear in the same spot?
You're
still do damage?
heavily obscured. You can't see anything. You require sight.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well then. Alright, I will do this instead. Well,
Bring out the Chidori.
I will twin a Chidori. Fuck it, we'll just go north-south of me. So, north first.
That hits.
South.
That hits. Alright, you just hear an explosion and like some screams. You hear one thud to the ground. Flash of fire and lightning.
Alright, and if I move, that's gonna be a reaction. Shit.
The area is heavily obscured. No one can see anything.
Alright, I can possibly make out the shapes in front of me, so I'm not gonna try and go forward, but I will try and go backwards.
Yay.
Deeper into the smoke.
Alright, you run back towards the jail cell. At the start of this turn, one guy, he just is instantly dissolved.
Is he with my 2?
Yep, still with a 2. It kills him. Another guy, he's just
I've
like,
never rolled level 1s on that before.
damn, did it get hot in here or what? Feel like I'm getting sunburned. And he steps out of the moonbeam. And they just sort of, one of them yells out, one of them's getting away! And this guy rushes you, Roland. One of them rushes Nox, and the other 2 rush Brew. First to attack Brew. And Brew, you just feel him like bounce off of you. The guy runs in at you, Nox. Misses you, and the other guy comes out of the smoke with a trail of smoke coming off of his back. Ah! He's just got a scimitar held above his head. Tries to hit you, Roland, and hits you for 3 slashing.
There's no need for that.
Xanathar said, if we bring any of your heads, he won't turn us to stone, so yes, believe you me, there is a need for it. Die! Dagger.
Can't really argue with that. Makes sense.
I will. Shoot the one that knocks. And miss sword one.
Your hand crossbow gets jammed. Fails to fire. Pavel.
Pavel, feeling something run towards him, points his gun at it, but realizes through certain speaking, knocks and just pulls it down and runs over here. 5, 10. He's gonna take out his second pistol and shoot at this one right over here first.
You pull the trigger on the flintlock pistol. That's a hit. And guy hits the ground with a thud.
As a second pistol, Pavel points at this one right over here in front of Brew.
That hits. And just draw both pistols, hold your arms out, pointing them to each side of you, and you hear 2 thuds.
Finally, just points the one down here. You can't really see, but you heard someone hurt his friend. Just aims blindly and fires. Lag. Come on.
That hits. And you hear him cry out in pain. Roland, you see a guy just get hit in the shoulder and blood just splatters all over your face and the wall. He grabs onto that shoulder. Ah! Cries out in pain.
Oh,
Scamp.
brush his hand. Don't touch me.
I'm gonna move the moonbeam up to here.
Talking about a moonbeam.
And that's it.
Smelting enemies since 1425.
Stagger just sort of... He grabs you, Dagger. I'm a lady, I'll save you. Stand back. Watch where you're firing that thing. You know how to use that. And then he just... He's the reason why you miss with your natural one. He just like annoys the shit out of you. Oh,
Scamp is like panicked. No.
don't worry, lady. You're on the right side of the law with me.
Don't do that.
Is your name Jimmy?
Oh god!
Shit just got weird.
Brew.
Brew will recognize the familiar hum of Moonbeam, and that will make him smile. And the slight burning acrid scent of burning dwarf in front of him, and
A familiar scent of also burning dwarf.
Burning dwarf. All right. Hanging his Morningstar back on his belt, I will smash this guy recklessly with last word.
That's a hit. And you just hear a loud crack.
Yeah, you kill him.
Aww.
And there's Moonbeam just evaporating him.
No evidence.
All right then.
I may have overestimated the amount of health these guys would have.
I kind of did too.
You run out of the smoke and you see this guy just
still that guy.
bleeding and slashing Roland.
Roland.
Oh hey, I have another
Stop
attack.
that, stop.
I will also hit him with light.
I'm just useless because I can't see anything.
It just crunches him in the back of the head and
Roll
hits the ground dead.
same boat. Ah, thank you. Much appreciated. And I'll press the digitation myself clean from all the blood.
Well, parts of the plan have gone awry.
Just a small bit.
Do we need to go back around and put another thing
we can
back
check it
there
on the
to
way.
replace?
Which one he got?
I believe he had one that we had just set up, but we only placed 2. Both of them in between the pillars, though. So we do need to set one in this promenade. Anyway.
Come on, Captain. We need to hurry.
We gotta go.
I'm coming, miss. Oh, what's all this squishy stuff here?
I wouldn't think too hard on it.
Don't worry, I have this all under control.
It reminded me of a certain GIF in another campaign. Yeah, you do this, you do that.
Well, what's your stance on maybe exploding supports of the Xanathar Guild?
Listen, I ask you to trust in the City Watch, and in return I also trust in you and your friends. If it wasn't for them, a lot of gold would have got into the wrong hands, and you too, Missy. Whatever plans you've got here, I'm fully up for that.
I'll replace any barrel that Flutterfoot might have.
There's still one remaining, and a large chunk of rock came dangerously close to hitting it. But yeah, the one that is still there, it still has a burning wick attached to it, just sizzling down. You replace it. That leaves you with 15.
Yeah, we've used
7.
Sorry,
so
13.
7. We've used 7 altogether. All right. Well, I believe that the arena is this way.
Doesn't the arena have direct contact to Xanathar's house?
The Xanathar's lair is over here. Well, his main lair, I guess. The whole place is his lair.
Or
Oh, is this the promenade then?
Yes. We can place another barrel somewhere in here, but I think we could probably go place the one inside of the arena first.
Alright, as you guys walk by here, you hear the loudest thundering yelling coming from Xanathar's audience chamber. And it's just like this, what do you mean? And then people just screaming, no!
Get in the arena, get in the arena!
open the door, open the door!
It's like, it sounds like a goblinoid human voice is just crying out in pain, and then this enraged voice sounds like Xanathar. It does not sound happy. Okay, you put a couple of barrels here as well.
Yeah,
and
might as well. Go ahead and light them. And I think...
How many are we putting in here? Because it said base of those pillars, not just like anywhere.
Well, I mean the base of any of the pillars here in the promenade, I think is what they said, or what he said. So just at the base of I'll place one at the base of a couple of different pillars.
Okay, one down the top, one down the bottom.
Yeah, just to be safe. And does minor illusion last for? Oh, no, only lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
Never mind. Prestidigitation is the one that lasts for an hour.
You can use that to light the barrel.
Yeah. All right.
Come on, Captain.
Inside quickly.
think this is the arena.
Alrighty. You move into this area and it's not the same as you remember. It looks like a very newly constructed tunnel runs through here now.
Close the door.
About how long have we been here since we first lit the first fuse?
It's at least 30 minutes at this stage.
Dagger, do you want to check out the front for us?
Yeah, good check.
This long tunnel ends in a closed door.
Okay, I will listen and see if it's trapped and locked and all that good stuff.
Make a perception check. You didn't hear anything from beyond.
Is it locked?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, you edge it open, and there is like a foul odor that hits you immediately. It smells like death or undead, and you can hear this faint, this groan. As you round the corner here, you see beholder zombies floating in a fungal forest. And as you guys walk on by, one of them turns towards you all, and they attack. 5 beholder zombies. Hold up, Nox. Roll initiative.
Sorry, I was just actually looking. I wasn't gonna move. I was just looking to see what was around the corner.
You haven't seen yet what is around the corner. Right? I'm sure someone yells it out that there are 5 beholder zombies. Alright, Dagger, you're up first.
Actually, could you bump me up, please, Seth?
Okay.
Thanks.
What did you get? 20. Okay, Brew, you're up first.
Wow. Okay. Well, definitely rage. Bonus action. And step up here. Wow, what a pretty pattern of beholder zombies.
There's all sorts of funguses here, zerkwood, trilmac, other types of fungal shelf funguses growing on the walls, and the room is not very big. The beholder zombies, they just sort of bob up and down on the ground.
Wow. That's quite a room. I'm actually just gonna chuck a or no, I'm gonna ready an action to attack any beholder zombie that wants to come over here and get attacked.
Okay.
Or try to get past, or yeah, get within range. Just to hold that position.
Dagger.
Actually, can I just make it there? Just to hold the door.
I will shoot a crossbow at that one. This one.
That hits. When you hit the beholder zombie, it explodes.
What?
And it explodes into this massive cloud of green gas.
We've seen these before.
I love these mobs.
Yeah, we've seen these before.
20-foot cube. Oh, sorry, everything within 20 feet. The spores are just ejected out everywhere. It's a gas spore. One of these creatures. Look like a exactly like a beholder or beholder zombie. Alright, when that happens, gas and spores, they just spray outwards. And Brew, make a constitution save. Some of the spores get on you and you sort of just sneeze a little bit. And yeah, just a bit funky. And then these spores, they're just like instantaneously ejected, and then they don't linger. They spray outwards. Havel.
I'm gonna drop both my pistols. Take out my well, damn it. Yeah, I gotta drop them. I drop the pistols. I take out my musketoon and I'm gonna shoot at that one right over there. No, actually, no, he has cover. I'll shoot this one right over here.
It's a mess. Your bullet sort of ricocheted off of it.
Shoot him again. Oh, I accidentally hit second wind. Not what I wanted. Sorry about that. Did it? Hopefully, it didn't add to my life.
Nah, it doesn't. It doesn't automatically fill up. That hits. All right, you hit the maggot-infested beholder zombie, and poof, you just take off a big chunk of it. Just splatters against the wall, and just leaves this big cavity in the side of its face.
Actually, no, I can do it. Yeah, hell yeah. I drop my musketoon, and as a bonus action, oh, well then. Love you. No, yeah, I might as well bring it close to me right now. As a bonus action, I summon my pistol to my hand with Eldritch Weapon Bond, and just keep it there, just in case ready for later.
Okay. Rolling.
Actually, can I move real quick out of the way or no?
Sure.
Alright. We don't really have a whole lot of time here, so... pulling the wand of fireballs from his bandolier. I think it'd be pretty easy to just set it back here somewhere to hit all of them without touching us, I imagine.
Okay.
And we'll just do a base 3rd level fireball.
Alright. Out of the 4 beholder zombies, 3 of them explode and just completely flood this area with gas and spores. They're instantly destroyed. The only one that's remaining is the central beholder zombie, and it lets out a loud groan as its undead flesh just starts to get melted away.
Ah, so you're the real one. To know. And then I'll...
Also, all of the fungus in the area just gets scorched.
I'll just 15 foot back. And that's my turn.
Nox.
Alright.
Actually, these spores... Actually, I think they actually do hit Brew and Pavel from the bottom one, because they're both close enough. So both
well,
you
I
need
would have
to
been.
make...
I would have been standing right here when I did that.
Were you close enough? Actually, you two were as rolling. It's 20 feet, so 3 of you actually need to make con saves. Some of the spores eject and go over you. You all resist. Just a slight funny feeling.
Okay.
Scamp is relieved she doesn't have to use any more of her spell slots. Deal you guys.
Yes.
I will attempt a firebolt at the last remaining one.
That hits.
No give.
You scorch
No give.
the zombie a little bit more.
And I will take a step back.
Alright, the zombie doesn't move. Just shoots an irate at Brew. And Brew, make a con save. This strange wild beam shoots out. It hits you, and you just don't really feel much. You don't fail the saving throw.
Oh, okay.
And it just keeps on hovering there. Scamp.
I am going to just hold a produce flame for if the thing comes within my eyesight, because I can't see it from where I'm at.
Okay. Brew.
I'm gonna run in at this thing.
The ground is all squishy and soft in this room.
Pull out a longsword for a change.
Ooh.
And get all reckless and swing at it.
That's a hit. You hack into it, severing a couple of eye stalks.
And again.
Another hit. And you slice off a few more. They just little undead eye stalks drop to the ground. You see maggots crawling around within the cavities of the bold zombie's cheeks.
Wow.
Dagger.
They're even worse up close.
Okay. I will come up here and shoot at it. Oh.
That's a hit. Oh wait, sorry,
Oh,
no.
yeah,
Okay.
there's
You don't have advantage, no.
Like, what? I'll go back down.
I was thinking they had like a lot lower AC for some reason as well. The gas
Yeah,
balls
it's a
do, but not
zombie.
the zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Pavel.
Hopefully I roll higher when we fight Xanathar.
Ava looks at Dagger and says, if you want, with permission of Nox, I can teach you how to shoot.
Ducky.
Sorry. He just goes over here and just points his musketoon and fires at the
Why would you need Nox's permission?
She's her own woman. I don't tell her what to do.
Pavel is a very strange creature.
First attack is a miss.
Damn it, now I'm the one. Ah.
And another miss. It just sort of hits parts of the beholder zombie, but it's not affecting it. Taking off
Drop
chunks.
it and then I shoot the pistol. It's a bonus action.
That's a
Actually, wait, is
hit.
that enough?
I think with the
Okay.
musketoon, Pavel, it's...
Yeah.
I think it has like the two-handed property.
I know, I'm gonna drop it.
Okay. Alright, you put it back
Pick up the
behind.
pistol from the floor.
Okay, that hits. And you shoot through two more eye stalks, and they just fall down on the ground. The whole zombie groans. Rolling.
I'm gonna peek around the corner and viciously mock it. Oh no, the gift didn't look. Damn. I didn't figure it was very wise anyway.
Alright, its central eye explodes and rains down pus all over Brew, but remarkably it doesn't die.
Well, Nox, I believe it is up to you, sir.
Nox.
Gift.
I'd take a step forward and one more time. Oh damn it! Come
That's
on.
a hit. The beholder zombie is just deflecting all these gifts.
Just.
Alright, Alright, you hit it, Nox, and now the entire thing's on fire, and it just will not die.
Sorry, no, I was just testing something. Alright, I am going to EOD.
It's just like a smoldering, eyeless, eye-stalkless beholder zombie, and even despite the state that it's in, one intact eye stalk sort of just points up towards Brew. And this black beam washes over you like a cone. And Brew, make a wisdom save.
Okay, now can I
Sure.
do that one?
I reroll. Alright, you succeed. Beholder zombie keeps on just hovering there.
Tempest comes.
Scam.
I'm gonna move up into here, and I'm going to produce flame at the beholder zombie.
Right, this thing is already on fire, smoldering, smoking, and the produced flame misses. Rue.
Reckless with the longsword.
That hits. Hit it for 17 damage, and finally you just plunge the longsword into it, and it just sinks to the ground, bounces a few times, and continues to smolder.
There we go.
Nice. Kill it with fire. Got my guns.
All right.
It was important to me.
What's that leading west?
The door.
Is that? We probably don't have time for a door, do we?
I quickly open it.
Well, I mean,
As you're pondering that, Bavel opens it, and it leads to a hallway with a small set of steps leading down at the end of it.
I mean, the arena is gone.
That's right. Where is the other way? The right way? You think?
Should we split the party?
No.
If I remember correctly, I mean, the arena should be somewhere in here, but
Supposed to be. It seems like everything's changed.
you wouldn't think that they'd be able to build it that quickly.
I've never been here, so don't ask me.
Would my Wanderer feature from my background help me remember where the blood arena was?
Should be like somewhere to the south here. There is a hallway leading off to the east. Yeah, definitely this has been altered slightly in the last few weeks since you've been here. Or a month or
I'll
whatever
share.
it
We
was.
should check the hallway. Is the captain following us?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, he is somewhere. Where is he?
Searching for pants.
Yeah, he's looking for pants. Alright. At the end of this tunnel,
I offered him a dress.
he takes it, and now he's wearing a pink frilly dress. But no underwear. So there's a tunnel that continues on as far as you can see to the east, several hundred feet. To the south here, there's a single door.
I'm listening at the door.
Make a perception check.
Oh, I heard nothing. What?
All clear. All right.
All good. All right.
Not good.
Let's go.
Is it locked?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, you open it up, and immediately you hear the sounds of cheering. Revelry. Hey! Puck, hey!
Oh God.
And the iron smell of blood permeates the air. You see a set of stairs leading down to a landing, and then more stairs leading to another landing.
Ooh, there are a lot of Thugs.
It's full.
But that's where we need to go. Shit. Oh,
Just get you
lie to them?
100.
let's surprise them.
All right.
That's a lot of guys.
All right, a few of them look over and see you guys. You won't be able to surprise them, but they just don't really pay you guys too much heed, and they sort of glance over. They see you all come down, and a couple of them sort of make some room. They sort of shuffle along a little bit, but then they all seem to have their attention focused on something to the south. You also walk past a suit of plate mail that's set into an alcove, and it has the Xanathar symbol, a circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating outwards, just sitting in this alcove.
Does it look magical?
No, nothing magical looking about it. Very ornate though, it's finely polished. And it's the symbol of Xanathar embossed on the breastplate.
I'm gonna ask this guy, so, who's fighting today?
We got Umpok against some sorry bastard from above. Come take a seat, I think this Minotaur's about to finish him off. As you move into the gladiatorial arena, you see a large circular chamber with a layer of blood soaking some sand that covers the floor. And there is a large stone buttress that supports the ceiling. It's smack bang in the center of this area. That's the one that you got to put the barrel. There are these 10-foot high stone bleachers hugging the northwest half of the room, and there is a staircase leading down to a lower level that can just sort of like, it's arena style, you can just climb down straight from where you're standing. You also notice a pipe leading to a tunnel that leads west into an area, and there is a semicircular recess in the southeast corner that has a few steps leading up to it. You can see a few underdark fungi sort of clinging to the walls, and some tapestries as well. And there is also the Xanathar symbol, massive Xanathar symbol, sort of banner hanging in that corner. And in the center of the arena, and there is a tournament going on here. You see a Minotaur battling this scarred human male, and people are just cheering, but it does not look very good for the male. Just as you guys enter, the Minotaur just sort of puts his head down and spikes the human and almost completely impales him. He takes a swing with a short sword and puts a tiny little cut on the Minotaur. People are just cheering. And the guy is just sort of stumbling around, bleeding profusely. Kill him! Kill him! Puck! And there is about 20 or so Xanathar guild members watching the fight, heckling the human. And there's a goblin going around with like some pies. He's got a little pie stall. And you notice on the pie stall it says Cuttle's Meat Pies. He's just handing him out. You want pie? Comes up to you guys.
No, thank you.
They also shuffle down. What you mean, how much? You want or not?
Yes.
Then if I give free. Alright, gives you a pie. It's got a nice golden crust. It's quite fine. And when you...
I'm not gonna eat it.
Oh, you don't eat it? Okay.
Oh.
You don't know what it tastes like.
Exactly, I'd rather not.
Does Mr. Staggett follow us down?
No, he just sort of stays around the corner. Like, he knows what's up. And he just sort of nods at you all.
I'm just making sure.
He's got like a frilly pink dress on as well. And what do you guys do?
Who's the man in the ring? I'll ask one.
Some
Is there a
stupid bastard and Umpuck, our champion, of course.
Can anyone go into the pit?
Of course. You want to try your luck there, boyo?
I wouldn't mind. Yeah.
How about I do not think we have time for...
Oh, never mind. I guess I thought I had time.
Well, I looked to Nox. Down there is where we need to unload our cargo.
Well, yeah, alright, I guess it makes for a good distraction.
Just as you're saying that, the Minotaur takes one big swing with a great axe and cleaves the guy's head off. The head just rolls along the ground and just sort of his headless body just falls on the ground, draining into this drain hole here as well.
Well, now I feel bad.
And a dwarf comes out.
No fucking way.
No.
This guy.
No fucking way.
Is that who I think it is?
That's what I
You
think
see
too.
a burly dwarf with
one arm.
Nope. He has 2 arms. One of them is this claw-like contraption, however. The other one is a regular arm. And he just comes in with his claw-like arm and he just like sort of grabs the body and just opens up the grate and just drops the body down the grate, closes the grate back up, and everyone make a charisma check. He looks up at the crowd.
Great charisma, I'm guessing.
Of course, Scamp
Charisma
fucking
check.
stands out.
That right?
I don't know, Dagger stands out more than you do.
Yeah, but he hasn't seen Dagger, I don't think. So,
Alright,
but she does stand out.
What do you
How
guys...
do I stand out? I'm just an elf.
Yeah, you don't really need to worry, Dagger. What do you guys do when you see him?
I'm gonna look to Pavel and Roland and Nox and be like, "We're getting in the ring, right?"
I pretend to eat the pie.
Nox is just gonna stare at him in that, like, I see you. Cocked an eyebrow.
Alright, he actually doesn't recognize anyone. He only takes a quick glance up. And then, he, like, looks up. Right! Yeah. Anyone want to come up and try their luck down here? Free pies for life if you can beat our champion, Umpuck! And he uses his claw hand to, like, hold up one of Umpuck's arms. The massive Minotaur snorts and grunts. Big 9-foot-tall, staunch, bull-headed humanoid. Carries a great axe. Anyone? You're too cowardly.
Pavel, if you'd like to show this person some manners, or brew, or both.
Right then, bring up. I guess we gotta do more of the prisoners. Arthur, bring out the drow and them women. Let's see how they fight to the death.
Wait, good sir. Actually, I'd like to challenge Umpuck.
Huh?
No need for the prisoners.
And he looks up at you, Pavel. I know where you're going. He doesn't recognize you.
That's fine. I jump off back into the pit. Just if I can. And I'm Burrow. Yeah, Burrow.
Burrow. Jesus, I thought you forgot.
Borrow. Make a deception check.
I thought you forgot about that.
A deception check. I'll use luck if I have to. I want to make this perfect. Deception. Damn it. Luck. Oh god, shut up, LD. Hold up.
Reroll. Alright, Burrow. You can't be going using all them 100 fancy weapons that you got. Now listen here. Bring out the others! And this bugbear comes down the tunnel a couple of minutes later with 2 drow. Sorry, 1 drow, an orc, an elf dressed, female elf dressed in noble's clothes, an elven bard who looks like someone you'd met very recently, and a swashbuckler fellow.
Are any of these
Half
mercenaries that we left behind in Xanathar's
Make
lair?
a perception check, Scamp.
I think at least one of them is.
Tieflings. We left tieflings
Maybe
and like a half orc behind, I think.
There were those drow that were supposed to escort us, though, too.
You
The way it's
recognize this
didn't
drow,
make
you
them.
cannot believe, but it's one of the drow that escorted you, or was supposed to escort you, and he looks
we're all
worse
dead.
for wear.
Yeah.
I don't believe he's still alive. Ah,
I'm gonna step down into the arena with Pavel.
Ooh.
1, 2,
Alright, I'm going
4,
to.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What comes after 10? 11. We need 2 more then. Come on. Anyone else? And Captain Staggart. I will fight.
Oh gosh.
Jesus.
He comes down, steps down in his frilly dress.
Oh my god.
And some of the bandits, they wolf whistle. Oh, a woman! Damn!
Oh god.
Perfect disguise.
Alright. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, we got 12! Alright. Just because some of you are women, don't think we're gonna go any easy on you in this fight. This is how it's gonna go. 12 combatants, 4 teams. Alright? Now, line up down here. And you see the Minotaur, the half ogre, half elf bard. They all line up. Come on, line up! Pointing to you guys. Oh, I'm coming! Heistus. Don't worry. I'm a detective. I'm good at this. Heistus whispers to you guys.
Can I hand him a longsword?
No. Listen. You'll get your choice of weapon. I'm gonna explain the rules first. Alright? You each get to pick 1 weapon. An axe, sword, or a spear. So yeah, I guess you can have the sword. And there's gonna be all the different teams. I'm gonna call the teams my choice. During the fight, no one can leave the arena, and you can't attack anyone who isn't in the event. Alright? Each member of the winning team who survives will win this! And people are just like, oh! And he pulls out a stuffed Xanathar doll.
What the fuck? Roll on
That is what I always wanted.
Right?
The drow he recognizes you all as well, and he just like coughs, and he's just like, kill
We
me
have
now.
to win.
Kill me now. But the half ogre, he's like, oh! And rubs his hands together. But everyone else, no one else really, like apart from the crowd, no one else really seems to be happy about that prize. However, it does have a large gemstone in its mouth. And this! And he pulls out this trophy. It's like an onyx trophy, and it's carved to look like a smiling beholder being caressed by hands. Ah! Right, anyone the crowd. I'm gonna select the teams, and you can put a bet on the winning team. Minimum wager 10 gold. Maximum is 1,000. Alright. Let me have a look. I'm gonna pick the teams at random. You. Drow, you're in team 1. Stand over there. You, Umpuk, you're in team 2. You, Orc, you go in team 3. He looks around. I'm surprised he doesn't recognize you. Elf woman, you go in team 4. And line up again. Get into position. Yes. Right. 1, 2, 3, 8. Next, for team 1, you, Missy, you go in team 1.
With the drow. How appropriate.
That's from Drow.
Alright, swashbuckler man, you go with Umpuk, team 2. You, whale man, you go with the orc. And the half-acre points to himself. No, not you. The other whale man. And you, noble lady, you go with the elf. Alright, line up again!
Oh, Team 4's looking weak.
Alright, you! Oh yeah, you. Hello.
Oh god.
Yes! You go in team 1. Okay!
Damn, Team 1's looking weak again.
You, ogre man, you go in team 2.
Oh shit. That's a pretty strong team.
And you, guy with lots of weapons, you go in team 3. And cowwoman, you go in team 4.
I have a weapon. I have swords and axes all over me. And
Turn to Nox. I have no idea what's about to happen. This is... I'm kind of at a loss at what to do here.
Alright, fight ends when everyone is dead. Alright? That's the rule.
Shit.
I don't even know either, but at this point, do you want to make a bet?
Everyone take your corners.
This is to the death, and they're on different teams. This is not going to work.
Of course not. But this is why we let the distraction play through, and then we see what happens.
Alright. Everyone take their corners. Not up here! Get down there!
Hey, Roland, just out of curiosity, how much time do you think we
How much time do we have at this point? It's not a lot.
It's 20 minutes. But the fight's gonna take less than a minute.
Yeah.
Alright, you've got that.
I said like optimism. It's barely even. It's not even gonna be 10 rounds.
I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to discuss a plan, and then we start. Alright, we'll go over and we'll discuss plans. They will start off with Dagger's team. The Drow's just like, please, kill me straight away. I want to die. First move, kill me.
Oh,
wow. I can do that.
Thank you. I want to go back to love. And
got the right person on the team for that job.
Captain Stagger's like, I think maybe I could seduce the Minotaur or something. What do you think? Please kill me. Kill me.
Try that. Try that.
I want to die quickly.
I like you better than the other Jimmy. You do that.
Oh man, already calling him Jimmy. That's not a good sign.
Alright. Those two get left with Dagger and they're probably gonna die. All right, we'll
I was about to say that's not a good sign.
not because of the other team. All right, well, Scamp. This elfin woman is dressed like a noble. She's just like inconsolable and crying. I don't want to be here. And
Can I kind of like sneak up over here and get to where Roland is a little bit, to where I could maybe talk to him
yeah.
instead of planning?
But you do overhear like a interesting conversation. Toughen up. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay, the elfin woman says. And she looks at you, Scamp. Listen. I'm not like everyone else here. I'm here as a spy. Now, between me and you, if you can ensure that I survive this, well, have you heard of the Xanathar?
I'm familiar with the.
Well, I've got
Xanathar,
contacts
yes.
who knows the creator of the Xanathar. And if we live through this, I'll make sure that it is known that you helped me survive, and Manshoon himself will offer you a place. I'm sure. In the Xanathar.
I am familiar with Manshoon.
Oh, really?
On that note, some of my friends are in other teams, so if you could maybe not like murder the walrus man and the man with all the weapons
Walrus
and the really dangerous looking lady, try not to hit them. I do have a little bit something.
Dangerous lady? You mean the one with the frilly dress?
No, that one doesn't look dangerous. The one that looks dangerous.
Oh.
That same group, but the other one. One moment though, I'm gonna turn around and whisper to Roland and be like, "Hey, maybe you can get some of those things out of the bag, and I can fly and drop them off because they need to go at the top of the buttress."
That's not a bad idea. Can I? Like, how closely is Nazca watching?
He's just like...
He's not.
He's just like chowing down on a pie. And everyone make me a history check about the pies.
Odious man.
Like,
nobody cares about the pies.
I care about the pies.
Okay, well, the pies.
Cuddles meat pie is not really ringing a bell with anyone. Dagger. You remember like reading a tabloid in the Waterdeep Wazoo? It was like some scandal in the field ward. It was like this butcher was like taking people from the field ward, cutting them up, and selling them as meat.
They are Sweeney Todd pies.
And that meat was getting sent down to the trades ward. To a bakery called Cuddles Meat Pies.
I did not eat the pie. This is why I did not eat the pie.
Nosker is there just shoving down pies one after another. While this is happening.
Roland kind of looks towards him to make sure he's not looking, and then just kind of... And then
one of the guys next to you, Roland, he's like, "Oh, have you tried these pies? They're delicious. So meaty and flavorsome."
Oh, no, yeah, perfectly fine, I guess.
Something chewy in this one.
Oh, God.
That's a strange shaped piece of meat. It looks like a finger.
I want to try to, like, surreptitiously, like, get one of the kegs out and give it to Scamp.
The cook must have cut his finger off and bloody dropped it in me pie. And he pulls the finger out and throws it on the ground. And he just keeps on chewing into it.
Oh, for Timor's sake.
The bugbear goes down. Hey, you waste! And he picks the finger off and eats it.
Swear to God, I'm gonna fireball them all.
Fireball them all. Good distraction.
Alright, you want to toss a smoke barrel to Scamp?
Well, I don't want to toss it. She's tall. I'm hoping she can reach up and take it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, that's not as good.
Alright, Roland, you notice no one around you sees that. You're good, you hand it to Scamp. Scamp,
Can
make a sleight of hand check as well.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Got this.
You
Better than me.
usually like you're very clumsy, Scamp, but you take extra care this time.
Oh man, I just gave.
I've already burned a bunch of my friends. I don't need to
I
burn
just
anymore.
I just gave a thing of nitroglycerin to the clumsiest member.
Yeah.
Don't think about it too much.
All right, Scamp, you just hold the barrel down. Like you've got it concealed.
I see if this girl has actually like a Xanathar tattoo, like what Nox has.
Yeah, she flashes it, and she actually is like an identical twin to Aegon Floku, the bard from the Interdimensional Sanctum. You notice that Manshoon had a thing for twins, or like seem to have this theme, duplicates.
In that case, I will let her know that we're actually taking out the Xanathar Guild for Manshoon.
Oh, well, we both need to make sure we survive this.
I will also point out Roland and Nox to her and say not to injure them.
And I'm just up there trying to fend off pies. Just like no, thank you, no.
Nox is currently talking odds with all like a couple of the other people around.
Yeah, you're just having a conversation, making up some crazy story to some of these Xanathar members. When you look over at this group here, you see like the Minotaur has got his arms crossed, and the half-orc is scratching his head, and the swashbuckler is throwing his arms around in a flamboyant manner, and they seem to be having some sort of communication error. Like they can't hatch a proper plan. And Pavel, you were Brew, and you're with this orc. Now, surprisingly, the orc turns to you and he speaks with a lot of intelligence. What is our plan? We must survive this. The biggest threats look like the Minotaur and the half-orc. I'm planning on taking an axe.
I'll take a long sword, but I mean, this guy's kind of like a battle buddy, a brother in a way in battle. We're just gonna go fuck shit up, so yeah.
You cannot simply just fuck shit up. You have to devise a plan. And you realize this guy's not actually an orc, he's an orog. Like an intelligent version of an orc.
Okay, well then,
like,
what do you think?
Well, of course, we could try to avoid the start of combat, let them wear each other out, save our strength. And when they are weakened, we strike, focusing on a single target. Perhaps the Minotaur first, he seems the deadliest.
All I gotta tell you is this. You see that one elven chick over there next to the woman with the dress and the drow? Don't attack her. And you see the woman with the fur block over there? Don't attack her. They're friends of ours.
We're going to have to take them down eventually, otherwise we'll lose. You know what that means, death.
Well, we have a plan to kind of, let's say, circumnavigate all that's happening here. So, yeah, just trust us. Don't attack them. Things are gonna be taken care of. Trust me.
Make a persuasion check, Pavel.
I like how Dagger didn't even have to like be "Don't kill my friends" because her group is just.
Yeah, they're gonna die so quick.
Dagger doesn't want to waste her breath.
Well, I'm already gonna kill the drow.
You know what?
I don't know about your plan, friend. I'm going to ensure my survival above all else.
Okay, you know what? I'll just tell them this. Non-intimidation serves as a warning. If I see you attack them, there will be problems. That's all I'm gonna say.
Make an intimidation check.
Damn it, it's not what I wanted to do!
That is 100% intimidation.
You threatened him. I mean, what
Alright, he sort of... And what, you're gonna set this big blubber man on me? Does it speak? It just sort of sits there and smells. What does it do?
Yeah, well, go attack the big ogre there and the Minotaur, and I'll be along shortly.
The Orog reaches out to you, Brew, and he reaches for you, and he pulls out a big chunk of bloody Kuatoa scaly flesh. It's like, did you realize this was stuck in between your gut and your waistband?
Oh, thank you. I was chafing a bit.
He hands it to you. There you go.
We've already killed tonight.
A
We'll kill
goblin
again.
comes around with a little tray attached to a rope around his neck. Bats! Bats! And all of the Xanathar members are taking bats. They comes around to you, Nox. Bats! Bats! Bats!
Just a quick clarification. Do you place bets on teams or on individuals?
You bet on team! You bet now!
I'm going to put, we'll say 10 gold on the team with the walrus men and the adorned weaponized human. And then, we'll just put the side bets.
You bet to a team? Alright, you win, you get 5 times. You lose, you get nothing, okay?
Okay.
Bats! Bats! Bats!
Second team is the one with the the elf and the elf drow and the man in the dress.
I won't bet on my team. I'm killing a third of them.
Okay.
All you have to do is survive.
And then he comes around. You're the last one rolling. Bat! He just yells in your face.
I bet that if you say that in my face like that again, that you will not be able to yell for very much longer. Please leave.
Bats! Bats! And he just keeps on yelling. Goes along.
I really hate this place.
Noska stuffs down one more pie. Alright! Ladies and gentlemen! And the tournament begins. I'll see you guys next week.
I hope you guys realize we have to kill everybody in this place.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were gonna do. If we had enough people fail charisma checks, I would have been like, "Ah, Noska, I see you're still a piece of shit. How are you doing?" And then just fireballed everybody.
I'm just thinking these bets, they just do not matter at all.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Which is why I didn't bother betting.
I was kind of thinking of climbing up and throwing Noska down there.
I have a feeling this tournament is not going to go to plan.
I think that's not good at Nasker's plan.
I think the only plan that's going to work correctly is Dagger's going to stab that drow very quickly.
He will die just like he wanted to.
And because he asked so nicely, I will do it as quickly and cleanly as possible.
He says, "Please, I'll allow the woman in the frilly dress to act as an enemy, so you get your sneak attack, please." Alrighty, guys.
Good. I like that.
As far as XP goes as well, I'll just tally it all up, and I'll give you a big chunk next week. I've still got all.
Yeah, because we're not going to level with it.
No, I mean we just leveled, so it wouldn't be that big a deal.
There's a lot of smaller encounters, plus there'll be experience for the mission and whatnot. So I'll give it to you all in a big chunk. I'll see you guys then.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the good time.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Bye bye.
Good night.
Have a good night.
See you guys.
Good night.